should be live. Yep, we are. Well, I ain't gonna do the music though, Rocky. On it and stuff. We don't need to dig in. Fuck, we just roll right into whatever.
Okay. Well,
Hey,
how are
did
you
you?
doing?
Oh, pretty good. Hey, did you see that? Iran, one of the service members got killed today.
Yeah, some of our people. Yeah, that's sad.
Or I think they was trying to defuse it, wasn't they?
They've been trying to diffuse everything down there, but these
No,
guys
I
don't
mean
want to play this.
one of those drones crash landed, right? Was they trying to just disarm it? They
I
didn't
don't
blow it
know.
up.
I don't know much. All I read was that some people died, some service members, and that made me sad.
Shit, oh, there we go. Now earlier, I bought a bunch of pizzas yesterday at the farmers market, so I bought freeze dried, right? Cut them up, freeze dried. I was
Hmm.
looking to see if it was okay to leave the skin on them to freeze dry them, right? And everything I
Uh-huh.
found said yeah. Because I tell you one thing, to do fucking two big baskets of fucking peaches to peel them, that takes a little bit of time. You know, because you got to boil the motherfuckers, then you got to put them in ice water, then peel them off. I'm like, fuck. But did you see that they also arrested the Tate brothers again?
Yeah, I don't know what that's all about,
Well,
but
supposedly some shit from the UK. So, but they've been on the that
some
they've been
reason,
quiet for a while.
for some reason, I just don't believe anything coming out of the news's mouth anymore. Just I can't believe it. Like they're such liars all the time that I just don't believe them no more, man. Like I think they got arrested because yeah, maybe they did something wrong, but it's more about what they say about society and women and
Yeah.
that stuff and the
Well, that's
feminism that ruin everything
well,
that
that's
they don't like. And they
well,
don't
that's
like it that they've convinced men to like not accept that stupid behavior from women. We don't care if it's their nature or not. If they're going to act that way, then they're going to be treated as an enemy, just like they treated us.
well,
So,
that's what a lot
you
of
know,
people think the same thing because he calls out like you said, society and all that shit. They call him out. The Matrix and
yeah, I
all
mean,
that
you
good
look
shit.
at their government, dude. They've let the Ottoman Empire, so to speak, take them
Yeah.
over.
Well, and it's kind of funny. Someone goes, I was reading the comments and when I was reading through it. Well, just say you're Muslim, you convert to Muslim, you'll be set free. You'll be freed.
That's not the way they work, dude.
Well, that was just a joke someone was doing. But
Yeah, I know, I know. Like,
yeah, I mean,
I don't have the book here, but there's a book I have upstairs that talks about their mode of operation.
oh yeah.
I was going to try and be cool and put sunglasses on. Let's see if it works. Probably not, but here's to trying.
You need to put your posters on the wall.
I'm not done setting that thing up yet. We haven't set it up because we've had a lot of other stuff we got to
Yeah.
take care of going on. But yeah, I saw that they got arrested, but I had not been in the news at all, really, dude. Like,
Well,
I'd
at
been reading and reading and reading.
at first I thought that fucking article was kind of like bullshit, right? Because the Tate brothers they had been quiet for a long time after they came back to the stateside after they
Well,
left
I
Romania.
think they were living in UAE or someplace where they can't get extradited.
Well, they was in Miami, living in Miami
Oh,
after they left Romania. And
shows how much I pay attention to all that
yeah,
crap.
and U.S. Marshals arrested them. I thought it was kind of bull. I mean, I thought it was like a fake story, right? Then I started seeing ever and ever Fox had. I'm like, oh, okay, that's not so damn fake after all. But that's their own damn fault for doing that. So,
Well, I mean, they're going to get in trouble for doing the bad things. I
well,
mean, eventually everyone is. I don't
yeah,
understand What I don't understand is they're mad because of what they said about society and the stupid crap ruining society. It's rotted society to the point where the love of men will grow cold. The love of men has what waxed cold, and it's about to get colder. And I think the people that think that, you know, that certain other people need to accept their stupid behavior and the way they treat them and way they think of them and the way they use them for certain things, it's not going to happen that much anymore. They're going to turn around and get used and abused because of what they've done. And it's just this endless cycle of destruction, unfortunately.
Well, I ran across this article too. I'm gonna share this real quick. It's not a
Okay.
clip or anything, but this is in St. Louis. A man is facing charges including murder after police said he shot at a group of people rummaging through his parked car. You know, well, I read through this right last night. You know, let's see where's that. Police said Kipper lives on the second floor of Mosier's Pub in Linwood Park. When he saw people inside his car, allegedly fired his gun, killing one man and critically injuring another. It's not known whether people inside had guns or pointed them at Kipper. Well, remember how we talked about this months ago? You know, when you're going to carry, right? And there's an object in between you, right? Or if you're on the second floor, right? And they're, say, it's cars parked on the street, right? You can't shoot somebody just because they're in their car unless they fired a weapon at you, right? Or pointed a gun at you.
I know that's the law, but it's still, there's a higher law above that that says, thou shalt not steal.
Well, the point I'm trying to make here with this one is anybody who's going to carry, take that CCW class, know the fucking laws, and also get a good lawyer too. You know, they have those things where you can like.
I know. The thing is I understand why we have to do it, but I think it's bull. Why do I have to justify shooting someone if they're stealing my stuff? You would chop their hands in other cultures, they'd chop that person's hands off, right? Or kill them, put them to death. Like the liberalism and the stupid money that gets wasted by the stupid lawyers and the stupid lawmakers makes it so it's like there is no faith in the law anymore. Like if you carry a gun and you can't do anything with the gun to make your life better, to keep your stuff, your property, and yourself safe, they've and basically made it pointless to have a gun.
Well, you just got to know when, in like Missouri, right? Like
Yeah,
if
I know.
if,
But what
if
I'm
you
saying
have,
is those
say, if there's a
laws, the state laws like that are bull crap.
well,
They're bull crap. And what I wish would happen is those people that wrote the laws would have the same stupid crap happen to them with the same kind of constraints and chokeholds so they can realize they are screwing themselves over because they don't care about screwing other people over. But if they screw themselves over, they have to eat that crow
well,
and they have to
okay, well,
swallow it whole. And then they need to go back and fix that crap
well,
because they're being stupid.
the thing is, no one knows for sure because not everything's come out. And if they fired a gun at him too, that's a different
Yeah,
ballgame right there on it. But
I know.
anytime, say, if even if someone breaks into your house, right, inside your house, you will get cuffed. You might not get arrested. You will get cuffed until they sort everything out. That's what people need to realize.
I think that that's unlawful for them to come into my
Well,
house and arrest me.
well, no, they're trying to figure out who the homeowner is too. Guaranteed. That's the thing because they don't know you are from Adam unless you are friends with cops, you know, locally, right?
Well, there's going to be people that say, yeah, this guy owns the house.
Yeah. Then after that, then that's a different story. You know,
See, I still
that's
think all those laws are stupid. And the people that want those laws in place are the people that are robbing us blind. And we've become so complacent and so distracted by all the other stupid crap going on. They're doing this to people. Nobody realizes it.
well, like stand your ground. Missouri has stand your ground, right? But there's
Yeah.
certain things that you have to be on your own property for that, for one, unless you as your immediate threat on public land, right?
Yeah.
If it was not, if they didn't have a weapon, He's got that kid. That guy's gonna be fucked if they did not have a weapon. And he was pointing and shoot from the second story window. If that's truly what he was doing, he's fucked on that one. But
anyways, yeah, I just like those laws, man. The more I see those stories, they make me think that they've created a point to where it's pointless to do anything but let the bad guy win. And someone's going to pay for that because it is wrong to steal. You know what I mean?
I know it's wrong to steal, but the whole point of this is if you're gonna carry a gun, you gotta know the cost of what you're carrying. You know,
I
the
know.
chance that you could be arrested for using it lawfully too. You know,
See, I don't agree with that. If you use it lawfully, okay, why are you arresting me? Who the hell are you?
because they got to
Because the
sort everything.
police,
They have Rocky. They have to sort everything out. I've even had detectives tell me this, right? Guys I've known for a lot of years. They said we have to fucking arrest everybody until we sort everything out. Right there. Which I get that. You know,
what I don't agree with is if the guy commits a crime against me and I do something to him to make him stop doing it, I should not have to pay extra money for anything.
no, not every
That's
time,
that is
but not everybody gets charged with what that guy got done every time. You know, not everyone does after everything's sorted out. You know, that's
yeah, I think it's
hey,
bull crap that they're going to let people break into cars and protect them more than the guy that owns the car and his stuff in the car. To me, it's just absolute backwardness. And this is not, it's probably almost everywhere now where good has become evil and evil has become good. And it's just, I don't know, man. It's annoying to say the least. It's annoying to see it. And it's just like, well, this is the reason why I don't participate in society no more. This is why I don't go to these dumb places to be around dumb, stupid situations like that because it's just not worth my time and my money. They've made it so that it's better to just stay out of the stuff. But if it comes to my doorstep, well, they'll get a surprise. But it's sad that it's like that.
there's something about y'all know who Chef Boyardee is, right?
Yeah.
This might be something that you've not seen yet. Oh fuck! Forgot to share with sound. There we go.
Cooked in West Virginia? Yep. Believe it or not, before he was the face of canned ravioli in every American pantry, the real Chef Boyardee, Ettore Boyardee, was cooking fancy meals occasionally for presidents and millionaires at the Greenbrier Resort in White Sulphur Springs of West by God, Virginia. Now, Boyardee was just 16 when he came to the U.S. from Italy. After bouncing around a few kitchens, he landed a job at the Greenbrier, one of the swankiest resorts in the country. It's hosted presidents, foreign leaders, and even had a secret Cold War bunker built to hide Congress in case of nuclear war. No joke. So yeah, before he was serving up beefaroni in a can, he was plating up fine dining for the political elite. It's wild when you think about it. The guy who brought us quick, cheap spaghetti dinners actually started out feeding the most powerful people in the country. Kind of flips the story, doesn't it? So next time you open a can of Chef Boyardee, remember, the recipe might have had roots in a 5-star kitchen in the hills of West by God, Virginia.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that part either. But one of the reasons why a lot of people don't know this too, unless they watch like the Food That Built America, right, on the History Channel. You know, when the World War II hit, his son was enlisted, right? So he wanted to send over, food in a can that was good to eat for him, right? For the troops, you know. But yeah, and he changed his original recipe because in the original pasta, the place he opened in Ohio first, when he first, him and his brother opened up, it was a little too spicy for the American palate at that time. Because certain regions they use red pepper flake in a lot of dishes over there. I think you'll
Yeah,
get a kick out of
it's
this one.
been pretty quiet. It's been quiet for me. I've just been chilling.
Here's a funny one.
Am I adopted?
Of course not. Why would you say that?
The DNA test says I don't match anybody in this family.
Darling, David did a DNA test and it says he ain't our son.
Well, obviously.
What do you mean, obviously?
First night in the hospital, that baby wouldn't stop screaming. You told me to go change him. So I did, and I'm proud of the one I picked.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, that would be fucked up if someone actually did that, right?
It is. It's freaking silly is what it is, dude, but it's funny.
I mean, you gotta laugh about shit like that. You can't always be serious about shit.
I know.
You
I
know?
know.
And that's what a lot of people nowadays, they're forgetting just to laugh and just go with it. I mean, just, do your own thing. Oh,
Yeah.
fucking Mighty Mouse. Remember Crenshaw?
Yeah.
This motherfucker's back at it again.
What do you do now?
Just watch.
VFW, with the help of a small handful of 4 Republicans and, of course, all Democrats, just fucked over combat wounded veterans. They right-sized other benefits that veterans have been getting forever, like 50% disability rating for sleep apnea. That is bullshit. When I was getting out, it was a 30% disability rating if you lose a limb.
Dan just said sleep apnea and tinnitus are bullshit ratings. Let's break this down and why it happens. Some veterans like Dan think a rating system is like a ranking system. Lost a limb, real injury. Can't sleep because your airway closes at night, fake injury. As if pain only counts as if it's visible. Every generation of veterans do this. Every single one. You had it worse, congratulations. That's not a disability standard, that's a flex. Sleep apnea, tinnitus are rated that way because they're chronic, documented, and don't go away. Treating a CPAP machine like it's some kind of participation trophy. It's 100% easier to fight over each other on who deserves it more than to fight the actual real problem. Claims process that's slow, confusing on purpose. Want to gatekeep disability ratings. Want to fight the guy that's struggling, not the guy next to you that can't hear silence anymore. We will forever be our worst enemies. Doesn't matter. Y'all need to stop punching sideways. That's all this is. Punching down at yourself, start punching up. Veterans and other veterans aren't the issue. Fucking weirdo. Eye patch is badass though. I'll give you that. Still sound like a little bitch though. Rapid fire? See this video all day, every
Dude, what is wrong with that guy? Like, is he really a veteran?
Yeah, he was a SEAL. That he was. That has been confirmed.
And there's people that actually respect him and like him?
No, not anymore.
Like, dude, he's a Blue Falcon, dude.
Yeah, he is.
That is the epitome of that is like the Ailey of the fight.
Yes. Well, and that bill, that fucking Speaker Johnson, that was gonna be voted on, right? He pulled it because he got so much fucking backlash. Because I want to know if Crenshaw was one that put the downgrade the sleep apnea from 50% to 30%, right? They were catching hell, so they pulled that fucking bill.
Yeah, I mean, dude, sleep apnea does not go away. You know when it goes away? When the person dies.
Yeah.
And tinnitus, seriously?
That never goes away.
Never goes away. No, and it's like the dude. If I knew the guy, I'd be like, you really should shut up.
Yeah.
Like, no one's going to hurt you, but you're never going to get any kind of respect ever again. No one's going to care if you're a SEAL. No one's going to care if you were a congressman. No one's going to care because they saw your true blood character and they know that you're just a liar and a cheat.
Why you
And
think
you're
got voted out?
someone that wants to screw everyone over for some stupid reason. Like, seriously, those are the kind of people when I was in the Navy, they were under my thumb. Like
You don't.
this was them and the ground. They're under my thumb and they're not moving until they start acting right and doing right.
But you don't
And
fucking
it's like,
disrespect anybody's service. You know, just because someone lost a limb, right? Okay, that's a bad thing, right? Doesn't
yes,
mean
it's terrible.
somebody else did not have another thing, might not be as bad, but they have problems now because
Well, I think, like, I always thought if someone lost a body part like that, they should probably get 100%.
well, they should. That they should. I'll agree with that one. I mean,
Like they gave up part
Yeah.
of their whole being
Yeah.
for the country. They deserve to get it
Yeah.
paid back in full.
I mean,
They
and
deserve to be
that should be
in the
100%
good way.
automatically. Not just combined rating. That should be 100% automatically without a combined.
Yeah, I
rating.
mean, and if they have other stuff, more power to them. They get 100%. But you know what?
Yeah.
That stamps like, yes, this person needs to be taken care of because this person gave up. They sacrificed a lot for their whole country, nation, right? They lost a body part for it.
Yeah.
Like, what is wrong with that guy? Like, I don't understand what is wrong with him.
Yeah. But you always got those gatekeepers too, you know, when it comes to disability rating and all that bullshit, right? And it should be like
Yeah.
that. Should not be.
No,
I
it should
figured
not
you
be.
all would like. I figured you'd like that one. You know, fucking body. That's why me and little Tate start calling Body Mouse. You know, he's always been a
Dude.
piece of shit. That's why he got voted out.
Well, I mean, I understand why he got voted out. I thought he was a decent dude at first, but I guess not, man.
Well,
Guess not.
he fucking. There was something else went on with me and little Tate. He was confronted about something by a reporter, right? Pretty much pushed the reporter. Said, "Okay, you want to fight me, motherfucker?" You know,
Yeah, I can understand some reporters get under your skin, but that's when you tell the reporter, I'm not going to talk to you unless you're fair and objective. If you're a left wing or super right wing or whatever, if you have an agenda, we're not going to talk anymore because you're a liar. And if you want to put that in the interview that I called you a liar and you don't put it in there, I'm going to sue you for lying. Let's play that game. You want to be stupid and not tell the truth? You're going to pay for it.
well,
If people
a lot
start
of that-
acting like that and holding people to telling the truth, maybe some things will change.
Well, and a lot of people have been getting sued for that shit. Trump been sued about for shit like that. You know, everybody's been getting sued for that shit. You know, hey, did you know George Carlin was an Air Force guy?
No.
I did not either. I got one for you.
Top 10 celebrities you didn't know served in the military. 10. Private First Class Hugh Hefner, United States Army. Hefner, the founder of Playboy, served as a clerk and typist in the Army during World War II. He also earned a sharpshooter badge. 9. Lance Corporal Adam Driver, United States Marine Corps. Following 9/11, the future actor known for playing Kylo Ren joined the Marine Corps. 8. Captain James Blunt, British Army. Before his music career, Blunt served in the lifeguards and played a critical role in NATO's mission in Kosovo. 7. Corporal Mel Brooks, United States Army. Brooks, the famous comedian, served as a combat engineer during World War II and participated in the Battle of the Bulge. 6. Sergeant Drew Carey, United States Marine Corps Reserve. The comedian served as a field radio operator and began his comedy career while still in the reserves, eventually partnering with the USO to entertain troops. 5. Private First Class Jimi Hendrix, United States Army. The legendary guitarist enlisted to avoid jail time, served as a paratrooper, but was discharged after a year due to his poor military performance and commitment to music. 4. Specialist 4 Ice-T, United States Army. Tired of street life, Ice-T joined the Army, where he trained in infantry and explored his interest in hip-hop, leading to an early discharge to care for his daughter. 3. Ruth Westheimer, Israel Defense Forces, better known as Dr. Ruth. She served as a sniper in the Haganah during Israel's War of Independence before moving to the United States. 2. Airman 3rd Class George Carlin, United States Air Force. The comedian served as a radar technician but had a troubled military career, often finding himself in trouble due to his anti-authoritarian nature. 1. Master Sergeant Bob Ross, United States Air Force, the beloved TV painter served for 20 years, working his way up to Master Sergeant. Top 10
Master Sergeant's like, I think, an E7.
No, Master Sergeant E9.
No, it's not. It's chief. It's like, it's senior Master Sergeant and chief Master Sergeant is the E9,
All right, let's see here.
I think.
E9, rank Air Force. Oh, Chief Master Sergeant. Yeah. Yeah. That's his. Yeah. He's just an E7. Yeah.
I can't believe he was an E7, dude. Let's paint some happy little planes bombing.
Well, I never. Well, he never talked about his military. I never heard him talk. Articles, right? And George Carlin, I definitely never. I figured he would have that shit in some of his skits, right? I don't remember one thing about being part of the military. Watch him on TV, right? But it makes sense why he, got out. But everyone knew Jimi Hendrix was too. But I just didn't know the last two, right there.
Yeah, yeah.
But why'd they leave off Elvis right there and Johnny Cash?
I don't know. I'm sure there were more people than the military. Like, there's
yeah.
another guy, he's an actor, he's a comedian, he's like a lieutenant colonel.
Yeah, that's Rob
Riggle.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he went over to Afghanistan too. He was still reserves, but he got called up to go over there. I did not know he was a jarhead.
I remember watching him in the show Chuck.
Yeah,
in the show Chuck.
I mean, he's always been a good actor, but you never would have put him being a jarhead, right?
No.
And the same guy that played Kylo Ren in The Jedi.
Yeah.
That played Han Solo, Leia's son.
Yeah.
I never knew he was a jarhead until after all that came out. But he's not so good. I mean, he was good in The Jedi, I thought, or The Last Jedi, but I have not seen him in any other films.
He's been in a few other ones. I don't know. I think Hollywood is just a waste now.
Well, I'm waiting for He-Man to come out, right? On streaming. Because I do want to see that one. And I've watched the trailer for Supergirl, right? No, they fucked that one up big time.
No, they messed it up because they let that girl did the same thing that the girl did with the Snow White movie.
Well, I know, but I'm saying just watch the trailer, right? They fucked all that up. They went away from the fucking comics altogether on this one.
They were basing it on a comic that some guy named King wrote, right?
Yep.
And I guess it was like a new outlook on Superwoman, more of the feminist bullcrap, which you're gonna have guys watch it because they're fans and they're gonna say this was a stupid movie.
Oh, that's why it's already coming to streaming quick now. It's still in theaters and it's already got a fucking says coming soon to Prime Video.
It's like they use source material, but they use the dumbest source material to make movies.
And that one bombed. Everyone thought He-Man bombed, right? He-Man at least made a lot more money than what fucking Supergirl has.
I don't think He-Man bombed at all. I think that He-Man is probably going to end up doing good because they said it was more like the cartoon.
Yeah.
It didn't take itself too seriously. It was like the cartoon in live action.
That's what I want to see right there because I don't believe what the critics say, right? Never have. Because a lot of movies that are great, the critics just fucking hate. And the ones that say they're good, they're bad movies. I think anyways. But everyone's different too. All that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to see the Spider-Man movie.
Yes.
And I want to see Doomsday.
Is in there too.
Yeah, I know. And I want to see, I don't know if the Mel Gibson movie for the Resurrection is coming out. but it either this year or next year. But he's making
he's making another movie.
it's supposed to show what I think it's supposed to show what Jesus did when he went to hell, when he took the keys of death and Hades from the
I didn't
fallen
know he was
angels.
making another movie like that.
I sent you a podcast from Blurry Creatures, and it had
I skimmed.
he was
I
a
didn't
Marine.
watch the. I just skimmed through. I didn't watch the whole thing because it was a long one.
You need to watch that one because this guy was in the Marine Corps, and he said that what Jesus Christ did when he died, when he went to the mission on earth to save humanity, those who would accept him, right? He went down there to cut the head off the snake.
Yeah.
It was called a feint maneuver, right? So he went down there, and there's this other guy named Micah Turnbow, if you've ever heard of him. This guy says he encounters Jesus all the time, and Jesus takes him to certain scenes in the Bible, and he sees what happened, right? And he said he showed him what happened when he died on the cross and his spirit went down to hell for the 3 days. He said that everyone, they thought that they won because he died. He's like, you guys screwed up, man. You killed innocent blood kind of thing, right? And fire came out of the hands of God himself, right? And it scared the crap out of the angels. And he said, give me my keys. And he did what Romans used to do to people that they would conquer, where he paraded them in shame. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
He did that with them. It's interesting, but if you watch that one, I know it's a long one, but it's really good because it talks about the military aspect of all the stuff that went on, like it was a military mission. And when like I sent you that Sefer stuff, and the Lord of Hosts is the Lord of the armies, right? It's Yehovah Sevaot. That's what he's like as a warrior, which it's kind of cool. But anyways, yeah, that podcast though, he talked about it more on that one than he did on the confessionals, because he went on both of them. But yeah, dude, I saw there was a podcast from the confessionals that I watched last week, and it was the one where they had the North Carolina crime files, and they talked about the rake incident. That was pretty interesting. And then there was something else they talked about. I forget what it was, but yeah. But other than that, I watched this crazy thing from, I don't know if you've ever heard of Dan Duvall. I'll send it to you. It was like this, it was pretty epic. It talks about things that you and I have talked about, and like, he's kind of like a witness to it. So I'll send you it. It's 12 videos long, but it's not boring by any means. My wife didn't hear one until like watching the 7th one, and she was interested in it. And I was like, this is 7 videos into the 12 video series. And I was like, wow, but it was really good.
Here's a crazy fan theory that connects Indiana Jones to Star Wars universe.
Okay. I want to see this one.
I mean, I've watched. I don't know, but I mean, they might be on something. I don't know.
This Indiana Jones theory is completely insane, and it could change the way you watch the franchise forever. Is it possible that the Indiana Jones franchise is just a fever dream that Han Solo had while he was encased in carbonite? Now, I know it might sound completely crazy, but there is a lot of evidence that supports this theory. So let's get right into Han Solo's Carbonitemaire. In the Star Wars saga, we first meet Han Solo in a bar through Obi-Wan Kenobi. And in his first adventure, we meet Indiana Jones at a club called Obi-Wan. Now, even though Temple of Doom is the second movie in the franchise, it is Indiana Jones's first adventure chronologically. So Jones and Solo have very similar introductions in their sagas. Also, consider that Dr. Jones' sidekick in Temple of Doom has the nickname Short Round, which is the exact opposite of the attributes that describe Han Solo's sidekick, Chewbacca, who is tall and thin. Additionally, Solo spent his early life as an orphan on the planet Corellia and was held against his will to serve the evil crime boss, Lady Proxima. So it comes as no surprise that in this Dr. Jones dream, he feels the need to save the children who were taken from the Mayapur village against their will to serve the evil cult leader, Mola Ram. The Mayapur village also tasked Dr. Jones with recovering one of 3 mystical Sankara stones that had been taken by the Thuggee cult. Those same stones appear on a shelf in Luthen Rael's antiquity shop as seen in the Disney Plus series Andor. Now, even though we don't have any visual proof that Han Solo ever had possession of those stones, it is likely that Solo came across them or knew about them at some point during his time as a smuggler, thus explaining their appearance in Han's dream. Then at one point, Indy and Short Round find themselves inside a room with collapsing walls that can only be stopped by someone that is outside of the room. It sounds a lot like Solo and Chewie's experience in the Death Star's trash compactor. In both cases, they make it out alive. And many of Han Solo's traits also show up in his Indiana Jones dream world. We see him get overconfident in his abilities when chasing stormtroopers down a Death Star corridor, only to turn around and flee after running into a large group. The exact same thing happens to Indiana Jones when he tries to take on the Thuggee cult. That brings us to the next chapter of Han Solo's Carbon Nightmare, and the one with the most connections, Raiders of the Lost Ark. As Solo delves deeper into his imaginary adventure, he finds himself in a South American cave trying to get his hands on a golden idol. The very same idol that he saw on display in Dryden Voss's collection, as we saw in the movie Solo: A Star Wars Story. After using a bag of Anakin Skywalker's least favorite substance, Indy grabs the idol, which triggers the cave to collapse. Possibly a subconscious reference to this moment.
The cave is collapsing.
No cave.
What?
And as Indiana Jones makes his way to the cave entrance, he finds himself being run down by a giant gray boulder, which also happens to be the same shape and color as the Empire's Death Star. Now this could be a visual representation of how close the Rebel Alliance came to being destroyed by the Death Star, or possibly this is a moment of prophetic revelation in Han's dream, predicting the moment in The Force Awakens when Solo is chased down the hallway by a raging Rathtar. After barely escaping the cave, Indy finds himself running down a hill towards his plane as tribesmen try to hit him with blow darts and spears. This sequence is almost identical to Han's escape from Mos Eisley, when stormtroopers unleash a barrage of blaster fire as Han and company run to the Millennium Falcon. And that might also explain the number on the side of Dr. Jones' escape plane, OB-CPO, which is a combination of Obi-Wan Kenobi and C-3PO, two of the characters that Han helped evacuate from Tatooine. One very important thing to note here, as the plane starts its engine, you hear the exact same sound made when the Millennium Falcon's hyperdrive fails.
Watch this.
Once airborne, we learn for the very first time about Jones's fear of long, slender reptiles.
I hate snakes, Chuck! I hate them!
This could easily be explained by Han Solo's previous history with a certain long, slender, and very snake-like crime lord, Lady Proxima, or his many dealings and ultimate imprisonment by Jabba the Hutt, who in many ways looks like a plump and fleshy snake himself. Or it could simply be Han's near-death experience with the Exogorth or Space Slug as we saw in The Empire Strikes Back. Once safely back at the university, Dr. Jones is approached by two agents who need his help in tracking down the Ark of the Covenant. If you look closely, one of these men looks very familiar. That's because he fought with the Rebel Alliance during the Battle of Yavin. And those closest to him knew him as Jek-Tano Porkins. Porkins was one of the first X-Wings pilots to be shot down during the attack on the first Death Star. Maybe Porkins shows up in this dream because of the guilt Han feels for not helping the rebels sooner, which could have saved many more lives, including this fluffy pilot. The agents convince Jones to help find the Ark, and he has to do it before it falls into the hands of the Nazis, who are basically the same as the Empire. Throughout Han's Carbonite dream, Indiana Jones is constantly fighting the Nazis, an evil empire determined to take over the world, which makes sense because Han Solo is also constantly fighting an evil empire that wants to control the galaxy. Hell, even their uniforms look the same. Jones then makes his way to a remote outpost in a distant frozen location. There he connects with a beautiful and feisty brunette named Marion. Not too long after that, Marion is captured and imprisoned by the Nazis, which is exactly what happened to Leia right before she met Han for the very first time. At this point in Han Solo's dream, something is revealed that settles one of the biggest debates in all of Star Wars. Who shot first, Han or Greedo? While Indiana Jones is searching the streets of Egypt for Marion, he finds himself cornered by a large, intimidating foe, much like how he was cornered by Greedo in the cantina. And do I even have to explain what happens next? We all know Han shot first. Eventually, Solo's dream brings Indiana Jones to the Well of Souls where the Ark of the Covenant is hiding. Among the hieroglyphs are images of C-3PO and R2-D2, visual reminders of his life outside of his Carbonite prison. Jones finds the Ark, the glowing gold artifact is then stolen by the Nazis, their heads explode, and the good guys get the Ark back and put it into deep storage. One might wonder what inspired Solo to come up with something like the Ark of the Covenant in his dream. Well, the answer might be as simple as he has seen it. Maybe during his time as a smuggler or during a visit to Blackspire Outpost on the planet Batu. The Ark we see in Indiana Jones's dream is currently being held at Doc Ondar's Den of Antiquities. That's right, if you visit Disneyland's Galaxy's Edge, you can see the Ark with your very own eyes. As Han's dream moves into his last crusade adventure, he begins with a flashback to his earlier life. We all know about young Han Solo's failed coaxium heist on Vandor, and that might explain the circus train sequence in his Carbonite dream. And then there's that time young Han joined the Empire. Right before he enlisted, he watched a recruitment video that was playing a certain tune.
Bring order and unity to the galaxy. Be a part of something. Join the Empire.
That very same tune can be heard in his dream during his meeting with Donovan.
Long in a moment, dear.
Donovan also happens to look exactly like Empire's General Veers. Veers, of course, led the charge for the Empire on Hoth and reported directly to Darth Vader. That brings us to the next portion of Han's Carbonite Mare, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. This phase of his dream is very focused on the existence of aliens, obviously as a result of Han's everyday dealings with all kinds of scum and villainy throughout the galaxy. In this adventure, Han is trying to track down an alien skull, a crystal skull, that looks a lot like the skull seen on display in Dryden Voss's prize collection. It is possible that this skull is the focus of his dream because Han feels some sort of guilt for blasting the priceless collectible during a shootout, blowing it to smithereens. Indiana Jones also utters the classic line,
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Something that's been said by Han himself and those closest to him, including Obi-Wan, Leia, Luke, and C-3PO. Han also links up with an old friend who eventually ends up betraying him, kinda like how his old friend Lando betrayed him when the Empire arrived on Cloud City. And Indiana Jones's ridiculous refrigerator escape from the nuclear explosion doesn't seem so crazy if it's happening in a dream, and kinda makes sense if you consider the fridge to be like an eject pod, the only way folks in the Star Wars universe know how to escape a massive explosion. Eventually, Han is reunited with his dream girl Marion, who is a subconscious representation of Leia, and he finds out that they have a son together. Something that will eventually come true for Han and Leia long after he comes out of the Carbonite. Call it a prophetic revelation, perhaps. And after finding the skull, Han and his group of treasure hunters then make their way to the mysterious Temple of the Crystal Skull, which also happens to look an awful lot like the Rebel base on Yavin 4. Well, there you have it. That's...
It was kind of a long.
Interesting.
I didn't realize it was that fucking long.
That's okay.
But I mean, is that too far fetched? Really? I mean,
No, because it's all connected in one way or another. And they always do that as Easter eggs. It's just people inferring that one thing is connected to this, and this is actually what's real, and this is what's not.
yeah, but I never caught on some of those Easter eggs in Indiana Jones. Never did.
I didn't either.
Like OB, CP3, CPO. Because hell, you're not thinking about Star Wars when you're watching Indiana Jones. Which I'm surprised they didn't tie into the last one. The last Indiana Jones, the Dial of Destiny, I think it was.
I don't know. I never watched it. I don't know if it was any good. I heard it wasn't.
It's pretty good though. If you like time travel and all that shit, right? Archimedes and all that shit. And he's still fighting the fucking Nazis. What's the weather out there? Is it fucking hot?
It's hot and humid. It's actually 85. Actually, it's cooler today than usual. My car acts so weird, dude. For a whole week, the AC didn't work. I turned it on again. The AC's working again.
What the fuck?
I know. And the guy said it's a ground thing. It just somehow gets loose, stops working, and then it works again. I don't know how to explain it. I'm learning how to be patient with it because it does make me mad. But I'm learning to just like, okay.
Now that Fusion, did you buy it brand new or used?
It was used.
Okay. Did they ever have to reskin the roof or anything because of hail damage?
I don't know.
The only reason I ask, because my mom has a Fusion. I think it might be a couple years older than yours, right? But when they had to reskin, instead of just total it out for hail, They just reskinned it, the roof, right?
Mhm.
And after that, mom and dad for a long time had ground issues with that son of a bitch. Not with AC, but everything else, like the radio, all that.
Mm.
You know, they finally got it worked out, but took a while. But you got to have AC on that son of a bitch. You know, I mean, who wants to drive going down the road with the windows down when it's hot out?
I know.
You know, I mean, now growing up back in the 80s and 90s, guess what? We did that. I know I did. You know, shit, my first car didn't have fucking AC. You know, but back then we was more susceptible. We was more what's the word I'm looking for? Adapted to the weather than we are now as we get older. You know, especially me. We didn't have AC in the house growing up, and now I would not survive a fucking summertime without it. I would not. You know, just yeah, it was hotter than hell today here. So
How hot is it?
its actual temperature was 93, but it felt like 108 with the heat index. You know, with no wind at all. Just fucking, but we got rain now. It's like, what was it? Oh, Thursday, me and River went to the grocery store and it was raining. Okay. By the time we got to the grocery store, it's fucking stopped raining. That motherfucker just got muggy. I was like, oh, this sucks. You know,
Yeah, it does suck when it gets that way, doesn't it?
yeah. That's why most of them I just stay in the house when it's hot out. I'm like, if I ain't got to go outside, I ain't going outside. Fuck that shit.
Don't blame anyone for it.
You know, it was like last night I was fucking smoking chicken and stuff. You know, just getting everything ready. I was fucking sweating my ass off. I was like, Jesus Christ. You know, like when I went to the farmer's market yesterday morning. We got there. We was there at 9 o'clock, and that motherfucker was already getting fucking hot and humid at 9 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, damn, you motherfuckers ain't got no fucking fans going. You guys with the vendors, I was like, man, you're gonna be fucking hurting. You know. Let's see here. I had something else pulled up here. What fucking about that one. Fuck did it go?
Hey, give me a second, bro. I got to mute real fast.
No, I'm looking for something I had pulled up earlier. I can't find it again. Fuck did it go? No, I don't think it's this one. Yeah, that's it. All right. Go right here. Where there it is. All right. Go shit. Oh, there we go. There we go. And here's another fucking Scott. I think this guy's Scottish, but it says from the UK. But this is how people overseas, how they've been lied to about us.
It was real, but the World Cup is healing the world's relationship with the USA. Here's an example. I was in a bar this year watching the Super Bowl in London. Room was filled with Americans. It's me, a Scottish guy, my wife who's Swedish, and just Americans and some English. The national anthem comes on, right? And I stand for it, take off my hat, and put my hand on my heart. My wife does the same, and only one American person in the room does. And she turns around and looks at everybody and she's like, come on. And people are like, oh no. And you can see in their faces that they want to, but they've lived obviously in the UK, or they're in the UK, and they've believed the propaganda and the media bull crap that we experience here on a daily basis. But hopefully that era is gone. Hopefully people really now start to see America for the beauty and the passion and the culture that it actually has. So thank you very much to the World Cup guys, because in America it's just unbelievable. Like, let me know in the comments what you think about it.
Yeah, that World Cup, everyone thought it was going to be a big dud, right? That World Cup just showing everybody that people love this country. You know, people all over the world.
It's showing that all the countries are lying, and they should be questioning, if they're lying about this, what else have they lied about to us? And they should take action somehow to stop the people that are in charge from lying.
Well, it's like, I was watching this one guy from England talk about. He said people in America don't have to leave their country to go to another country. They can go to a different state, be like in a different country, to different cultures and all that. Yeah. But I mean, that World Cup, I think it was a success because we got the infrastructure for that with all the football stadiums and shit, right? No other country in the world has that set up like we do. Hell, Kansas City, fucking Denmark fucking fans took over a fucking street walking to the fucking stadium. All dressed in orange, right? I mean, they just took it over, but nothing bad. They were just walking through the stadium, cheer on their team.
Yeah. I really can't get into that much.
Yeah. I mean, I never liked soccer to begin with, right? I mean, because soccer here,
I can't even get into it that much with football or baseball or any of that stuff either.
I mean, I always watch football. I always love football and baseball, But yeah, I mean, I wish I could have got tickets to go to a World Cup game in Kansas City. That would have been fucking awesome. I mean, just to say that you went to a World Cup game, and everywhere, none of the fans got rowdy, was in fights or anything. That's what I've been hearing, And yeah. I mean, and you should see, I was watching this. Well, I should have saved the clip. First time an Englishman went to fucking Buc-ee's, right?
Oh, dude, they loved it.
Oh, yeah. I'm surprised that every state does not have a Buc-ee's by now, to be honest with you.
I know.
Do y'all even have one out there in North Carolina?
A Buc-ee's?
Yeah, Buc-ee's, yeah.
No, I don't think there's one out here. I wish, but
well, California ain't ever getting one. So.
California is gonna,
because
I don't know.
They can't even keep In-N-Out there.
I know.
And that's sad because In-N-Out has always been a California staple.
California's been ruined by the politics and the politicians.
Well, yeah.
There's no other way to say it. Like, it's been, for all intents and purposes, it's been destroyed.
It started after Schwarzenegger after he had left office. And that's when the Democrats took over right there. That's why I don't understand why sports teams stay there, right? Because you can make millions and millions of dollars, right? But you're paying like a 6% jock tax every time you get paid for a game. Every fucking time. I mean, that's a lot of fucking money. The taxes.
Yeah, it's sad.
It
very,
is.
very sad.
Even Chevron is fucking not even. They're leaving to go to Texas. Oh, and that's California lost fucking the shipyard is moving to Texas too. You know, because they just lost the $3.2 billion.
They are going to keep on losing.
Yeah.
And the thing is they should not have the right to ever come back.
And the sad thing
Like,
is,
seriously.
California is a beautiful state. You know, nice weather, beautiful scenery, all that.
I know.
You know, for a lot of people, that's why California was always their dream destination to live at for a long time.
It's not like that no more, dude.
Nope.
Not no more, because they just, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't understand why they keep on choosing self-destruction.
Huh.
I will,
Well, it's like-
I for the life of me cannot understand that at all.
Yep. What's like here in Missouri, we got in August, 4th, I think it's August 4th, we will vote. We got amendment coming up, right? One of them is trying to eliminate the income tax, right?
Mhm.
Well, the only way you can eliminate income tax without, you got to raise taxes, unless you got a law of tourism, right? You're still going, your sales tax will go up, your property tax will go up too eventually. Because every state that has no income tax, guess what? They pay higher taxes to offset that shit. And everyone's like, all the Republicans, you got to vote for this. I said, no, I'm not. I said, why do I want to pay 20? Because here you got state tax, right? You got county, city tax, all that, right? You got all combined. All that combined is going to be like 20% that you're going to be paying.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, why? I mean, you're going to be paying, you're not going to, yeah, you're bringing home more, but you're going to be paying more in taxes when you go buy something. And now they're going to start, if that passes, they'll start taxing haircuts, right? Get your nails done. Get a plumbing, if you got to have a plumber come or carpenter come, car mechanic. Everything will be fucking taxed. I'm like, you motherfuckers are stupid. I said, this should not be a Republican thing or a Democrat thing. This is a common sense thing right here.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, another ballot measure amendment to the Constitution of the state, they want to fucking call Amendment 4, right? They want to pass it, say if majority of the state, right? No matter how they vote it, right? If they voted for a bill, right, or something on the ballot, there's one district that does not agree with it, they can shut the whole thing down right there. No matter if it's good for the state or not, right? You don't want just one district saying yes, saying no, right? You want a majority. That's how it's supposed to work. They're trying to take away the self-governing of Missouri with the people, right? And it'll make it harder. If that passes, it'll make it harder for citizens to get something on the ballot too. I'm like, no, people, you do not want that one at all.
People are not going to learn until it's too late, dude.
And that's why I try to tell people, like in these fucking Facebook groups, right? But look, you're giving away your fucking voice. I said, you think those fucking lawyers in Jeff City don't know how to fucking have a loophole for everything there? I said, think again. I said, now, if they want to eliminate the taxes, right, they need to have the bill already written, not an amendment. The bill already written and say how they're going to do it and all that shit. Because the bill is no wait. They won't write the bill until after the amendment's been passed. I'm like, no, you don't trust the motherfuckers when you do that. No. Because then you're giving them all the fucking power right there.
Yeah.
Until the government knows how to fucking balance a budget, I vote no on every tax increase. I don't care what it is. I vote no on it every fucking time.
I want less government.
Yeah. And that's what being
Less
a conservative,
government, more freedom.
well, like we've talked about before, Rocky, that's where if you're a true conservative and a true liberal, that's where your values come, align up. Because a true liberal wants less government too, not big government. Right there. You know, because even Featherman, he's calling out Bernie Sanders for having a commie rapist, you know, pushing him, right? And now Bernie Sanders is pushing fucking pro-Hamas guy, right? After Plattner got fucking bailed out because he was never going to win because of all that bullshit, you know, and fucking Featherman, he's like, no, this motherfucker made $700,000 a year. He hates America. Why are you trying to push this motherfucker?
I don't know how any of those people in New York got voted in. Like, I think about that, but if I think about it too long, I get mad because it's like, wow, these people are not smart at all.
Yeah,
they really think they're going to get free stuff.
And like the free buses, right? That's not happened at all. The free subways, that has not happened. Yeah. But New York,
like, oh gosh, dude.
I mean,
like,
but when you promise free shit, right, to the people who don't want to work, right, don't want to work for what they want, right? Guess how you're good? That's how you get the votes, right there. You go for the people that's on welfare. You know, free stuff, free stuff, free stuff. How you think Obama got voted in twice? With the free health care, which wasn't free, which we all knew that. The free cell phones for people, right? You know. But yeah, I laugh at New York all the fucking time. I think I got one on that here.
I cannot, for the life of me, understand some of the reasons or the thinking behind why they're voting to ruin their lives and other people's lives.
Yeah, it's
when they say they want to have good life and freedom and all that stuff, they're voting to make it so you have less and less and less.
Oh, the spring appeals court there in New Jersey. Does say New Jersey's fucking automatic or assault weapon ban is unconstitutional. Right there.
What is?
That appeals court came out and said in New Jersey that New Jersey's fucking assault weapon ban is unconstitutional. Right there.
Yeah. Because assault weapon is not what it is. You can assault someone with your fist.
Yeah.
And nowadays you can assault someone with your tongue by hurting their feelings.
Oh, yeah.
So
emotional distress. Speaking of that, I think this is I got on that. I think it is.
Smith, you're charged with following too close. Counsel, how's he plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Mr. Smith, this is your chance to tell the court exactly what happened. Well, Your Honor, that woman looked back at me and hollered, "Ram me from behind, why don't you?" So I done exactly what she asked and nailed that ass.
I could not resist on that one.
Yeah.
Hey, at least the guy was fucking honest about the shit. Yeah. What's up, Nick?
What's up, Nick? Oh, he's still getting on.
Oh, where's that motherfucker? Oh, here it is. Here's one on New York, Rocky.
A law on the books called the Communist Control Act.
Go on.
Even naturalized U.S. citizens, if they are communists, if they carry out communist political activity, they can be denaturalized and deported on those grounds. And so the president should invoke the Communist Control Act and just denaturalize him, send him back to Uganda, and then it's over. Right? Yeah. Like that really is what should happen. Not just with him, but like all his voters. And that's probably the next place that the Overton window is going to necessarily have to shift. We actually still
weird things.
Oh shit! That's still on the books about communism. Deport all of them.
Boys, I'll be right back. I got to go to the bathroom.
Okay. Oh, you ain't got one down there?
No, I still got to fix it, dude.
Oh, you got to go upstairs.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. God damn it. Always fucking something.
No, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're a little quiet, but I can hear you. Let me turn my speaker up.
Actually, let me check my settings here on audio just in case. Nope, it's still up on the output, so.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, because sometimes the output volume on my settings, sometimes it always goes down to half sometimes. I don't know why. So. Hold it. How's the weather out there, Mick?
Yeah, it's about 75 and sunny, actually. Right now, I'm re-seasoning my griddle top. It
Oh, nice.
got it all heated up and scraped down and took the pumice stone to it, got it down to steel, oiled it, and now I got it just seasoning. As a matter of fact, I got to go turn it off because it's done smoking. Give me 2 seconds.
All right, no problem. All right. I got something else here. Oh. Nope, that ain't it.
Anywho, all right.
Season it with fucking the bacon up, or
What's that?
did you season it with the bacon up?
No, actually, when it comes to seasoning, I use canola oil. It's shit for eating. I never use it. I use it for quenching my blades, actually, but nothing quite polymerizes like canola oil. So for seasoning, it's actually really fucking good. So that's my second go around with the seasoning process. You get it up to, put the oil on cold, get it up to temp, get it smoking. And when it stops smoking, you turn it off, get it down to ambient, reapply your oil, repeat it probably about 4 times, and you're good to go.
Yep. That's how I did my griddle, fucking 4 times.
Yep. So this is, yeah, this is time number 3. So in about another, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes, I'll head back out there and reapply, fire it back up, and so on.
Oh yeah, you gotta get that smoke on it. That's what a lot of people fuck up. I think they don't get that bitch smoky.
Well, it don't polymerize if you don't get it to smoking temperature.
Yeah.
It ain't fucking, it isn't seasoning at that point. It's just sticky fucking oil.
Yeah. Yeah, I had a neighbor one time. He asked me, he said, "Why you letting that bitch smoking like that?" I said, "I don't want a sticky fucking griddle. That's why."
No. Same thing with the cast iron, man. A lot of people miss it. They put in, they think a good coat of oil is going to do it. So they put on a big, thick coat of oil and they try to put it in the oven. They don't do it for long enough or hot enough. And they wonder why it's like glue. It's like, no, motherfucker, you put on the ultra thin amount of oil, so little that it's barely there. And then you torch the shit out of it.
Yeah.
Do that
Yeah,
2-3 times. And now you got a seasoning.
Yep. And I always tell people, if you're going to do it in the house, in the oven, turn off your fucking smoke detectors.
Oh, yeah. You're going to get smoked out. You open the windows, you do what you got to do.
And I tell people, you know, if you don't want to smoke your house, build you a fucking fire outside and do it that way. You know?
Yeah, half the
I've done
reason why I got that grill in the first place is because, you know, breakfast, you know, it's you're always going to catch a little smoke in the air when you're making breakfast, always.
Oh, yeah.
You know, frying bacon's always going to get you a little smoke. And so outside, so much better.
Yep. Well, it's like this is I when I lived in my old house. I had some new cast irons. I had seasoned up, and I had ADD security system. Right, you just can't shut that fucker off. Right, have the fire alarm, all that bullshit. Next thing I know, I'm getting a call. Are you okay? We need to call fire. I said, no, I'm seasoning the cast iron. They're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
You know,
that makes sense.
but yeah. Which I need to do that to mine. I haven't used mine in a while. I need to re-season mine too.
Well, the cast iron I use so much that I never have to worry about it. But the griddle, it goes outside, right? It didn't come with a lid, and so for years, it was out on the front porch and covered, but it was in a place where the wind would blow the water in.
Yeah.
And so it ended up getting rusty. And I clean up the rust a little bit and, keep cooking on it, but the rust just kept spreading because you can't just do that.
Yep.
But this time around, I fucking, like I said, scraped it down, scraped it good after it was nice and hot, hit it with a pumice stone and oil, ground it all the way the fuck down and, started from scratch. Now it's covered in a place where the wind blows over the roof, and so it's on the leeward side, so anything under that overhang doesn't get wet, and I got a cover for it now, so.
Nice.
Yep, so year-round griddling, baby.
Yep.
I mean, I've gotten to the point where really the less you can cook inside, the better.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people give me shit. They're like, do you even have an oven anymore or stove? Because you're always cooking on the smoker, on your griddle. I'm like, well, yeah. Why in the summertime, why heat your house up if you don't have to? Why?
Yeah, right. I mean, we're about to come into 85-degree temperatures, 87-degree temperatures, I mean, I know for y'all it's not that big of a deal, but it's still hot. It's still hotter than I want it to be. And our AC unit does a good job. I don't want to have a fucking oven on.
Yep. But one good thing about Washington State when it gets 85, 87, right? The humidity is not really there.
No, it isn't.
That's what's beautiful about Washington State or that side of the country, right?
Yeah. It does occasionally get muggy, but not very often. Well, in the eastern side of the state's fucking dry as a bone, man. It's high desert.
Yeah. That's a different story.
There ain't a drop of water over there. Until it snows, that is.
That's like parts of California, or not California, but Colorado right now. You can't even fucking use a charcoal smoker or grill.
Oh, well, they got a fucking burn ban because of the inversions, or they're too dry?
Too dry.
So you got to use propane, huh?
Yep.
Now I'd be in good shape then because that's all I use.
Yep.
The food don't taste as good, but it's convenient.
It is quick. You said it's convenient.
Yeah, it's quick. It's convenient. Food tastes good? Hell no.
I've had gas grills. Yeah. After a long 12-hour day, guess what? It's quick and easy too.
Yep. Put it on high, dude. It's searing temperature in about 10 minutes. Throw your steaks on, 8 minutes, done.
Yep. Look. I had something pulled up, but I lost it. Motherfucker. No, not that one. God damn it. Not that one. But yeah, fucking. So you been cooking anything lately, Mick? Come up with anything new?
Oh, let's see. Anything new? No, I don't think so. That breakfast pizza was the last concoction that I made that was actually new,
Yeah.
No. Now we've been making pretty much the same stuff.
Still making that breakfast pizza though?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Last night Charlene made a piece of chicken that was outstanding. She took the due diligence to take the bone-in, skin-on thigh and dry the ever-loving hell out of it, stick it in the fridge for a half hour, get all the moisture out of it, and then she seasoned it and baked it, and man, whew, that skin was crispy, meat was juicy, it was perfect. But no, creatively, I haven't done anything since the breakfast pizza. How about you, Rock?
I barbecued the other day. I made chicken Alfredo the other day. I made breakfast for us the other day, which was like almost like a quiche. Like I
Okay.
put a bunch of eggs in, and then I'll put like turkey bacon in it,
Uh-huh.
or beef bacon, and then put a little bit of cottage cheese to make it a little more thicker,
Yeah, yeah.
and a little bit of salt. I don't even need a little bit of pepper, and I warm that up, and then I got my eggs and meat right there, and then we'll make like either potatoes or like oatmeal.
Hmm.
And then I'll have blueberries and strawberries. Just like, I don't know how much, maybe like a little, like a handful of each thing. And then it's frozen, and then it thaws out when I put it in the freezer,
So it sounds kind
refrigerator.
of like, so it sounds like you kind of made like a frittata.
Maybe I really don't know what it is, to be honest, dude.
But did it taste good?
Yeah. Yeah.
There we go. Yeah, I made a pizza the other day, which you've seen me do before, but it's
Yeah.
always better homemade, man. My homemade pizza is way better than, anything else you can buy.
Oh yeah.
Did it when the son came over, and I wanted to do a pizza, but I only got a 14-inch stone, right? And not quite enough pizza, so I made a pizza, 2 balls of dough, and I made it the big old bacon pans, the sheet metal bacon pans.
Yeah.
Bacon sheets. I did it on that, and that fits in the grill just fine, but a problem came up that I kind of expected. That's thin steel. It heats up a lot faster than that cast iron does. And so the bottom was done and the top wasn't done yet. So I figured if I stuck it in the broiler and broiled the top of it, that would finish it off. And it did. It actually turned out pretty well. Not as good as the cast iron stone, letting it go, but as far as, working with what I had, it turned out pretty good.
So in a way, you kind of made like the old school style pizza, that in a way.
In a way, yeah. But hey, whatever gets the job done, right?
Oh hell yeah. Well, just don't be eating the lettuce, people.
Never do. We carnivores are miraculously unaffected by the explosive diarrhea parasite. Who would have thought?
It's so dumb. Like, and then they release ticks out in the wild, and they're the Lone Star ticks that cause
Oh, yeah.
Alpha-Gal. So they can make you eat lab-grown meat.
Well, there's another tick too that carries the Alpha-Gal too, the black-legged tick now too. So now there's 2 of them.
Yeah, like, when it's all said and done with, those people that caused these problems and did that stuff, I would hate to be them.
Oh yeah.
When they have to answer for it, when they have to answer for all the blood on their heads. Like, I can't imagine how much blood is going to be on that one Chinese dictator that killed like millions of people.
Mao Zedong.
Yeah, like those guys are going to have so much to answer for. It's unbelievable. Oh my gosh. Like, the more I think about it, the more I fear for them. But they chose to do that stuff. They chose that.
Well,
that's their fault.
What was the name of that Slayer? What was the name of that Slayer album? Hell Awaits.
Yeah, like, come on. It's like, come on, guys.
Well, I just find it funny. Every couple years, you get the bad produce, right? It gives you explosive diarrhea.
It's always produce. It's very rarely meat. It's always produce.
It's never chocolate either.
No, ain't never chocolate. Well, these guys, man, they're picking the lettuce and they're shitting in the field. And then you get the fucking E. coli on everything. It's like, well, yeah, you got human shit going on when you're picking the vegetables.
Yeah.
And that's what they trace it back to. I'm not even being a funny guy here. Like, that's what it is.
That's why if you're gonna eat lettuce, go to your local farmer market, buy local. Don't buy from a big, corporation.
Nope. Every single fucking place I've ever lived, anywhere, has a farmer's market somewhere.
Yep.
All I gotta do here is go down to either the bottom of the hill, close to where I live, is a farmer's market every Tuesday, I think, every Tuesday, and every weekend down at the Everett waterfront, down where Scuttlebutt is, man. They all got a big old farmer's market.
Man, nice.
Yeah, get your shit there.
Yep. And that's the way you're supposed to do it.
Yeah, that'd be good if we could get back to that. I mean, solve a lot of problems if we did,
Oh yeah,
including explosive diarrhea.
Yeah, but if you don't have people, if you don't want to lose weight real quick, just eat some bad produce. You'll lose the weight.
Oh, dude, I've seen the videos of these chicks on TikTok are like, yeah, I got the stomach parasite. Oh, God, I was sick for like a week, but good news is I lost like 6 pounds. Yeah. I'm just like, these guys, dude, these people that keep doing that stuff, they don't realize what they're doing to themselves in the process. All for money that they're not going to take with them when they die. Like, I understand wanting to be rich and all that stuff, but that's not the most important thing. And I don't consider that actually being rich. Well, the reason why I want to be rich, the reason why I want to be rich is so I can have all my family live close to me in a compound. And so I can go out and fly out and see whoever I want, whenever I want. You know, the whole reason why I want to be rich is because of my people. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, there's some material shit that I like. I mean, everybody can say that, but ultimately, I just want my people close, or at least be, able to fly out and be like, hey, man, let's spend a weekend in fucking Tennessee or New York or North Carolina or, yeah, fuck Missouri. I'll fly Gilly here. But, but seriously, that's like my primary motivation for wanting wealth is that sort of thing.
I just want a fucking tank.
That's a totally legitimate goal, my friend. It totally is. Yeah. You got to have a little bragging rights. I mean, I'm not saying don't have any bragging rights.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I bought a fucking, they give you an Abrams? No, I got a patent. Apparently the Abrams is still kind of on the blacklist for civilians.
Yeah. Depends on what country you buy it in.
Yeah, I'm sure you can go to Afghanistan and get one. They've got a few.
Ukraine? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like the movie Lord of War.
Those guys are shady as fuck. Yeah, I'm sure they got one tucked away somewhere.
Yeah. Or I want a Gatling gun too. One of the original Gatling guns.
Like the Civil War kind?
Yeah.
Those ain't even legally classified as a firearm.
But they're fucking outrageous price.
Well, yeah, they're historical fucking artifacts. Of course they're fucking outrageous. But legally speaking, you can just go buy one if you have enough money.
Yep.
Ain't no permits needed.
Yes, that's right. And it's 45 ACP round. Or not ACP, but long Colt.
Yeah.
45 long Colt round.
It's like Joe Biden with his dumb ass. You can't just go buy a cannon. Well, actually,
you can.
You certainly can. You've always been able to.
Yep.
Always.
You just got to have enough money to buy the old ones. That's it.
Yeah. Or have some foundry cast you one.
Why do you think the Pawn Stars, they only deal with weapons that's pre-1900 right there?
Yeah. There's no paperwork.
Yeah.
As far as the ATF is concerned, it's a fucking iron tube.
Yep. And it doesn't matter. It don't even have to be black powder. It can be Colt and all that. Yeah, but gotta have a tank, man. Got to have a fucking tank.
There's actually a place down in Texas called Drive Tanks, and it is exactly what it says it is.
I know. But have you seen the price of that shit? Fucking
outrageous. Oh, it's outrageous, but you drive a tank.
Yeah.
You shoot a tank.
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
Yeah, some bragging rights are worth the fucking sticker price.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm not one of those dudes who chases online clout or anything, but I know that if I got to drive and shoot a Sherman tank, I would be posting that motherfucking video everywhere.
Oh, hell yeah. And Sherman tanks, they're kind of easy to work on. You know.
Yeah, they're designed to be.
Yeah, but you better know how to put the tracks back on when the tracks fall off too.
Yeah, well, that's always a risk. Yeah.
Yep. But that's not hard to maintain them. You know, keep the idler and all that fucking tight and all that shit greased up.
Well, didn't they have one of those two-stroke fucking Detroit diesel engines?
Yep.
Like the simplest fucking motor on the planet.
Yep.
Big but simple.
Yeah. I mean, you can't kill them as long as you maintain those motors. You can't kill that motherfucker.
No, those things will routinely go over 1 million miles.
Yes.
Yeah.
And even then, 1 million miles ain't nothing for them fucking motors as long as you do the fucking maintenance on it.
Yep. And that's what these fucking Enviro weenies don't fucking get. Well, that motor's inefficient. Yes, but that motor lasts for 100 years and you don't have to build it 10 times.
And that's why I'm curious how Caterpillar is going to do their gas engines that they're coming out with.
Yeah, what makes them different than any other gas engine manufacturer? Because they got their diesel game down, but how are they going to contribute to the technology to make gasoline motors? Like, what would differentiate a Cat motor from a Ford or a Chrysler or anything else?
Supposedly, these V6s are going to have just as much torque as the same diesel right there.
Really?
Supposed to, anyways.
I'm curious as to how they're going to do that, considering that gasoline's got half the power of fucking diesel.
Yep. Not unless they're fucking going to be doing the fucking $high gasoline.
Well, even when you're rocking race gas, man, you cannot go to those fucking compression ratios. You just can't. Like with the best gas in the world, you're stuck at about 14-1 compression ratio, where diesels, you know, they live at 25.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, when gasoline explodes is not something that you can fucking negotiate. It's a matter of physics.
And supposedly they'll be coming out with them pretty soon too.
All right. I'm definitely curious as to how they're going to do that. I mean, I guess if you have a really long, if you have a very, let's see, there was a guy that was running 14.5-1 compression on pump gas one time.
Yeah.
And I think he did it by having a very short intake duration and a very long exhaust duration. So almost immediately after the fuel exploded and the piston was on its way down, the exhaust valve opened and it bled off that pressure so quickly that it didn't detonate the pistons.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it can be done. I've seen it done, but making it reliable. I mean, unless for whatever reason their metallurgy is so fucking good, they found out how to make a piston that can't be detonated, which, you know, I think they'd have found that by now if it was possible.
Oh, I think this is it. We don't even talk about it. But and they're supposed to go in like some like medium-sized trucks, like, right?
Yeah.
They're like the Cannon or something like that, or like the Frontier, you know. But I'm gonna wait and see. I want to see when they do put them in vehicles, how they're gonna last. That's what I want to find out.
Well, they already knew how to do it.
Yeah.
You get a 1996 Ford Ranger, man, that thing was fucking unkillable. It don't matter if you got the 4 or the 6, standard or fucking automatic. You couldn't kill them. Problem is, all the fucking safety and emission standards are killing fucking vehicles, man.
Yeah, but at least Trump did take away all the emissions, like the depth shit for the diesels.
Yeah, that's a good start. Yes, that is a good start. But they need to get rid of fucking all of it.
Oh, yeah.
They need to make dependable, well-built vehicles that are simple and last forever. It isn't that hard.
Well, it's like Ford. Ford killed off their best fucking V6, the 4.2, after the 300, right? They killed that. They don't even make those motherfuckers no more. Now it's the 3.5 EcoBoost bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Throw that EcoBoost back and throw that shit away and go back to the old V6s right there.
Yep. That 4.9 liter straight 6, man. One of the greatest motors ever made. I mean, It wasn't going to get you anywhere fast, but goddamn, dude, it had torque and it would not quit.
And that's why I like that 4.2 that I had in my 2006 F-150.
Yeah.
5-speed. Yeah, motherfucker, LB, you had your limitations to do the truck weight and all that shit, right? On pulling.
Yeah, of course.
But if it was if that would have been in a 3/4 ton, I mean, it would haul just as much as a V8 would.
Well, modern fuel injection and metallurgy, a lot of those technologies are making smaller displacement motors without boost come out with a lot more power. I mean, we had the technology to make more powerful, more fuel efficient vehicles, but you don't need to computerize every last aspect of the vehicle to do it.
And I sold that truck. I bought it new in 06. I sold it in 2020 to my stepson because he wanted the truck.
Yeah.
And that truck only had 130,000 miles on it, still running strong.
Yeah. Yeah, good motor. 130,000 miles ain't too much. You get twice that easily.
But I didn't drive once. I did drive it. That's why I had that much. But once I started getting newer vehicles, right, I stopped driving it unless I was going to the store, like Lowe's or something like that. I need the truck.
Sure. Yeah.
Or hunting, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But hell, in the wintertime, I didn't drive that bitch in the wintertime because that bitch, especially with snow on the ground, that bitch was not full drive.
Yeah. 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 If you've got all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, you definitely prefer that.
Now, when I did have to drive it in the wintertime, I put on the studded tires. That I did do.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's, upstate New York, studded tires are kind of the norm. Blizzaks or studs. Yeah.
Well, here in Missouri, some places they're kind of illegal now on the highways.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Fucking Missouri?
Yep. Because to be highways were getting tore up by them.
All right. Well.
But people still sell them. But they just don't give a shit.
Around here, they're legal, I think, from November to like March or April. Like there's a time where the studs are legal, but afterwards you got to get rid of them.
But I always had at least, I don't know how much weight I had in the back, whether it be wood or sandbags, right? I'd have that ass in squat too.
Well, back in a second, fellas.
Oh, here's something about the Texas Rangers right here.
Let's hear it.
Rangers weren't American lawmen. They were Scottish border reivers with new badges. Follow for more frontier justice that's actually Scottish. Everyone thinks Texas Rangers represent American frontier law enforcement, right? Brave lawmen bringing justice to the Wild West? Here's what historians traced. The Rangers were founded by Scots-Irish settlers who brought Scottish border reiver culture straight to Texas. Picture this. For 700 years, your ancestors raided, enforced rough justice, and operated outside official law on the English-Scottish border. Then you move to Texas and do exactly the same thing with government approval. But here's the twist that explains Ranger brutality. They weren't learning frontier violence. They were applying centuries-old Scottish border warfare tactics to new enemies. Small mobile units, family-based recruitment, swift retaliation, operating in lawless zones. That's pure border reiver methodology. The Rangers' shoot-first reputation isn't American cowboy culture. It's Scottish borderland survival rules. So tell me, were Texas Rangers American heroes or Scottish raiders with legal authority? The Texas Rangers...
I'll say that it's had the legal authority. But a lot of people forget that, like Scottish and all that shit. A lot of the shit we have today is cooked from them and other cultures too. I mean, like, what was it? The first rodeo? Wasn't that fucking Mexican fucking cowboys?
Something like that, yeah.
That really is not American. That's more south of like Mexico shit right there.
I know.
I still think a lot of people forget certain places in America was Mexico at one time.
Well, I'm still in that book. I'm like almost to 200 pages. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I need to pick it. I need to pick it back up. I haven't picked it back up, but
I've been between that. I've been reading that, and then Heidi and I are doing a Revelation Explained by Richard French. We're doing a study together, but we're reading the Sefer with it. Like I'm reading the Sefer. So when it says the revelation of Yahushua HaMashiach instead of Jesus Christ, right? And it's pretty good. We just got done with chapter 2, so now we're gonna be in Revelation chapter 3, which is the second part of the letters to the 7 churches, right?
Yeah.
And it's pretty good study. And then of course I'm doing the Parsha, the Haftorah, and the Besserot because I have that book. They sell that book with Sefer, right? And it's like if you were going to read the Bible and you wanted to read the Bible in a year, what they did was they did everything based off of I think either Ezra or Nehemiah when they found the Torah after the Babylonian captivity and no one knew what it was. So they started reading it together. They made a year-long plan of reading the Torah. That's what this is. But then you read like the prophets, the major prophets and the minor prophets, and the stuff that they talk about has to do with the Torah. And then when they go to the Gospels, it's Jesus talking about the Torah. It's pretty funny, actually. It all lines up. But that's what I've been doing. And I just started on Jasher in the Sefer. And it moves fast. The first chapter's the fall, and then it's talking about the flood is getting ready to happen and what's happening with the flood of Noah in the book of Jasher. It's pretty good though. And you know, the best thing about the book is, dude, it's large print. I don't have to wear glasses to read it. That's why I recommended it. You know what I mean?
You just don't want to wear your read glasses. We are getting older, so we gotta wear them.
Shut up. I do not want to hear that shit.
Shit. I got my first pair of read glasses at 35.
Well, I got my first set of glasses going into the 6th grade. And I got out of glasses in probably 2011, and I haven't worn them since.
You know, it's weird that, like, take like River, for example, right? He had to have glasses for a little bit, right?
No.
And somehow he's grown out and need them for some reason.
It happens.
Okay.
I wore glasses for many years, and one day they broke, and I was really broke at the time. I didn't have enough money to get new glasses, but I drove well enough without them. So I'm like, okay, I'll just roll without glasses. And then it was at some point, my license came up for renewal, and they said, well, you've got corrective lenses on your license. I see you're not wearing glasses. I'm like, nah, I don't really need them. She's like, well, you're going to need them if you have corrective lenses on your license. Do you want to retake the vision test? And I'm like, sure, fuck it. So I took the vision test, and she's like, yeah, you're fine to drive without glasses. So got that requirement taken off my license.
That's good, though.
I wonder why you went back to good vision, dude. That's pretty cool. Were you eating healthy or what?
You know what? I think my eyes adapted. I think that once my glasses broke and I couldn't wear glasses anymore, and I was forced to, just kind of get on without them, I think the eyes just kind of do what the human body does. I think they just adapted.
Yeah, I mean, that's in our DNA to do,
I got some floaters and stuff, but I can't see stuff up close like I used to be able to, but I can still drive at night just fine.
That's
so
cool.
for what that's worth.
That's pretty interesting, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So let's just say I'm a committed sunglass wearer, and I'm not eager to get back into wearing regular glasses again.
Here's another one.
We're curious why the South says y'all? It's not lazy English, it's Scots-Irish. In Scotland and Ulster, they said ye for you. Plural was ye all. When the Scots-Irish came to America, ye all became y'all. The rest of America says you guys, or you all the South says y'all. It's preservation, it's Scotland surviving in the South. Every time you say y'all, you're speaking your ancestors' language. Drop y'all if you say. It follows.
Right along with the fried chicken.
And I never thought about that either. You know,
I always thought it was you all.
No, it's y'all.
yes, it's y'all.
But ye all. I didn't know it was ye all. I thought it
Yeah, I
was
didn't
you.
either.
Y'all.
You know?
Y'all shut up now.
But,
Y'all
I
be
mean,
quiet.
But like, I don't care if your family came from Scotland or Irish, right? They adapted just like some German, Germany people, from German, French, adapted
Yeah.
their language to fit more American style.
Well, like a quarter of English words are freaking German to begin with.
Yeah.
About the same amount of French words.
Oh, that World Cup game, what was that? Where they said no pride flags be flown?
Oh yeah, yeah.
How'd that go over?
I don't know. How did that go?
No, I didn't know if you heard it. I didn't hear how that went out there in Seattle.
I don't pay attention to soccer, honestly, so I hadn't heard one way or the other.
I didn't know if they talked about it on the news out there or what. But
No, not that I know of. I mean, they may have. I haven't been. It hasn't come across anything that I routinely watch.
because I think it was Iran and Egypt playing, wasn't it? I remember.
Yeah, yeah. A couple of Muslim countries. Yeah, fly your pride flags in front of a couple of Muslim teams. Yeah, see how that goes.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell was they thinking putting those two teams in Seattle?
I don't know. Hubris.
I mean, that would have been. I mean, they would have been better suited in Texas or Missouri for that game.
Yeah, you think?
But I did, like I told Rocky, I did love how all the people that came here, right, throughout the world for the games, they just love it here now.
Yeah, they didn't want to leave.
Yeah.
Especially the Scotsmen, all fucking putting road cones on all the statues in Boston.
Yeah.
It's and I couldn't help it, man. There was some fucking Karen, some asshole, who was like, yeah, I bet they'd be singing a different tune if you went over to Scotland and put a road cone on the head of William Wallace or one of their beloved figures. I'd be like, motherfucker, they'd laugh their ass off and buy me a beer afterwards. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might give you a noogie for good measure for being American, but that's about it.
But that same guy, he was always wearing his damn kilt with the cowboy hat. I was like, okay. I said, I get that. I see that.
Sure. Well, it's where we all come from, and then a couple hundred years later, they all come to visit, and they're instantly compatible. Funny how that works.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they got a different way of doing stuff, but it's fairly similar to the way we do stuff, kind of with a twist,
Oh, yeah.
There's a different traditions they got, but the spirit is the same spirits behind it.
But my favorite videos are the Brits and Scots trying American barbecue for the first time.
Oh, that shit's hilarious, man. They're like, oh my God, this is the best mouthful of meat I've ever had in my life.
And then there was this one couple, when they went back to England, they had a supposedly American barbecue restaurant opened up, right?
Yeah.
They're like, no, this is not American barbecue. It was dry, no spices to it.
No. Nope.
Yeah,
yeah, they say Americans don't have any culture of their own. Bull fucking shit. They learned that shit, didn't they?
Yeah, oh yeah. It's like that same Scott guy that was in Boston. He said, yeah, the fucking American, they don't have to go to a different country. They can go to a different state and get a different culture right there.
Yeah. Pretty well. I mean, we are basically 50 countries.
Yeah. I mean, take New York, right? That's a whole different area. Then you go to New Jersey, that's like going to a different state right there.
Oh yeah, even within the same region, they're different they're different cultures, different things going on. Hell, you can go from Syracuse, New York, right? You go north to Utica.
Yep.
Or I'm sorry, east to Utica. They've got different culinary traditions, man, like chicken rigatoni, like chicken riggies.
Yeah.
That's like a Utica thing. You see chicken riggies a little bit in Syracuse, but it's really a Utica thing. Salt potatoes are a fucking Syracuse exclusively. You go to freaking Utica, yeah, there's still some people like salt potatoes, but largely they're like, yeah, it's not really our thing. Like even an hour apart, the cultures can be completely different over there.
Oh, well. Well, take Missouri, for example, right? Where I'm at is kind of like borderline, right? Between North and South Missouri.
Yeah.
You go down South Missouri, it's a totally different culture down there.
Yep.
You know, or take like Tennessee, Pigeon Forge, Appalachian Mountain area, right? That's a totally different culture right there. You know, Kentucky. You know,
I liked Kentucky. Kentucky was cool.
Kentucky is a nice place.
I did like Kentucky.
Yeah. But you gotta watch where you go in Kentucky too, though, still.
You talking sideways Glock wise or hearing banjos wise?
Hearing banjos wise. Not the Glock bullshit, not the sideways bullshit now.
No, so you're talking Deliverance, not Boys in the Hood.
Yes. Kind of like when you go to West Virginia, right? You get out of the fucking big cities in West Virginia, you go to small rural areas, you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers are still clannish down there.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of those people that sell there, they're Scott and Irish.
Most of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, most of them.
Because I had a family member when I was stationed there in Virginia, wasn't too far from Norfolk, right? And I knew they sold shine. Well, I just went up there, see if I could buy some, right? Well, I walked to that bar, it was like I'd done fucked up. Because I didn't tell nobody I was coming. You know, and they're like, who you? I said, well, so-and-so. I said, I'm so-and-so. And they asked me who my grandparents was. They're like, oh, okay, your family. You're good.
Ah, they do that.
Yeah. I mean, if not, I mean, they think you're the fucking popo.
Yeah, right.
Because they were still running.
Shine, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of people think that's bullshit. They see moonshiners right on TV, right? Which they're not doing anything illegal on TV. But those areas, they still do run illegal shit.
Well, I mean, it got to the point where shining's a culture.
Yeah.
They've been doing this since the fucking 20s. Like, shining's a 100-year-old tradition down there. You're not going to get rid of it.
And a lot of the shine recipes came from fucking Scotland.
Well, yeah, it's the best whiskey in the world. Of course they brought that shit with them.
Yeah. Has anyone seen the Young George Washington movie yet?
No, I heard it's outstanding, though.
Heard it is, but I didn't know if any of y'all went to the theater to see it or not.
No, I heard it was real good, though.
I can't wait for it to come on streaming. So.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely going to be watching it.
I wonder how Smitty didn't say how he liked it. I see he saw it the other day on Facebook.
Yeah, I saw that he posted that he saw it. I didn't see if he liked it or not. I can only imagine he did. I mean, he's a history buff, and from what I hear for everybody else, it's a great movie.
Yeah. And it's supposed to be coming out on streaming here pretty soon, too.
Cool.
Because I went on Prime Video last night, checking for movies, and it said like due and coming soon, right? And Young Washington was one of the coming soon.
Okay.
Just like, but they didn't have He-Man on there yet. I'm like, you assholes.
Yeah, I heard that wasn't too bad for what it was.
Yep. But they already got fucking the new Supergirl movie coming out on streaming here soon.
Well, yeah, because it utterly failed at the box office.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Rocky talked about that earlier. Oh, shit.
Be it judgment.
They keep on insulting and disrespecting men.
Well, they used an ugly fucking woman for Supergirl.
I know. She's not
Sydney
pretty
Sweeney.
at all.
Sydney Sweeney.
That would. Yes.
Okay, Sydney should have had 2 movies this year. She should have had Supergirl, and she should have been Helena Troy.
Yeah, I know. I don't know about that Odyssey movie.
Yeah, I'm just saying she should have had 2 roles like in the bag.
Like the girl they got to play Helena Troy is not attractive at all.
Yeah, Helen of Detroit, they're calling her.
Like I had a girl that cut my hair in Bahrain. She was Ethiopian.
Yeah.
And she was one of the most beautiful women I'd ever seen in my life. Jaw-dropping, beautiful, gorgeous.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna race swap a fucking character like that, that's a piece of shit thing to do. But if you're gonna do it, God, go with like a Naomi Campbell lookalike. Like Go for a Halle Berry lookalike. Go for a black chick that's actually hot.
Like Gabrielle Union was hot back in the day.
Right, exactly. Like if you're gonna do a dickhead thing like race swap in a movie role when the story is clearly in Greece,
Like,
okay,
I don't
you're an
understand
asshole
why
for doing
Achilles.
that. But
Why is
like,
Achilles not in this?
He's not in the Odyssey. Achilles
no.
not.
Yeah,
No.
like the main fucking character.
Really?
Well, Achilles fights
Yeah.
not what's his name? Hector from the other side, right?
Sparta,
Like they
yeah.
even got like the guys that are playing the Greek kings. It's like, okay, well, one of them's the guy that's the Punisher. He probably did a good job. He's a pretty good actor, but it's like
John Bernthal.
it's not like, this is not Greek history mythology thing. Like they made a mockery of it. It's just like that Noah movie that guy did. What's that dude's name? He made the Noah movie with Russell Crowe.
The what movie?
Noah movie with Russell Crowe.
Oh, yeah, Ridley Scott.
No, it wasn't him. It's another guy. It's Darren Aronofsky.
Oh, Aronofsky, which is fucked up because I like his movies generally.
Well, that dude, he made The Watchers stupid. And like they took from the Book of Enoch in it, right? And it's like the Watchers they had there, I don't think they're the right ones, and it was like completely like a not even accurate. Like Tubal Cain was in it, right? If I'm reading the Book of Jasher right now from the Sefer, right? And Lamech is the guy that killed Cain, and Tubal Cain was a little kid, and he killed both of them. He killed Cain on accident because Cain looked like an animal in the field. I don't know. And Tubal Cain was really young and said, yeah, go ahead and shoot. It's an animal. So they shot him with an arrow and killed Cain because Cain had killed Abel all those years before, right? And it's like these guys can't just tell the truth. They can't just say this was what was in the book and make that happen. It's always stupid. Like the one thing they did I found interesting in that movie was they had snakeskin wrapped around his arm that would glow.
Yeah.
And what that represents is it's either in Jubilees or Jasher. It's going to talk about when Adam and Eve got kicked out of the garden, when God made those garments.
Yeah.
He made those garments and that gave him power as dominant over the earth, because he was like, you're going to be the caretaker of earth before the serpent came and stole the birthright of earth from man, right? That's something that later on goes in history. And also the staff that either Moses had or Aaron had came from the staff from a Garden of Eden, and it was blue. I'm telling you, man, I sent you the Sefer thing. You got to check that book out.
Yeah,
it's expensive, but it's got a lot of stuff in it, dude. And it like gives you a better it tells you what else is going on. Like if you're wondering, well, why didn't they talk about this here? That where does this connect to what? These books will help do that. And it was just interesting. I'm just like in the first 6 chapters of Jasher in the book, and I'm like, dude, this is crazy. But I'm enjoying reading it. Like I'm really having fun reading it.
Well, I've got a stack of books about that tall right now that I haven't read because I keep ordering books and I can only read them so fast. So it's definitely on the list, but I gotta stop buying books until I get at least halfway through this current stack.
What I would do is like, okay, if you get the Sefer, read a little bit of that and then read the other one. Use that one as like, I don't know. Like if you had a Bible reading study thing that you do at home, do that.
I'll get there.
I don't know. Because dude, some of the stuff in that's crazy. Like you read Jubilees and it talks about this guy named Mastema. And his name in Hebrew means hatred or the hater. And he can go up to the throne of God and say, I can't do my will unless you let me keep these evil, unclean spirits from the angels and the women. Because God was going to throw them all into hell awaiting judgment. But because he went with the petition to God, God allowed 10% to stay, and the 90% that were in hell were the worst of the worst. Yeah, like there's some interesting stuff in that book that when you look at it, and you start seeing what's going on nowadays, you're like, I wonder if some of those things have been released because of the way some people are acting nowadays.
Kind of impossible to tell. You know, if you
I
look
know.
at that, if you look at that movie Nefarious, you know, he's talking about stuff that humans came up with that wasn't even their idea. It's like you guys do a pretty good job of fucking stuff up on your own. So it could just be people being people.
It is, but it's also them because it's like I guess when you study that stuff, they can't make you do anything. They
No.
can only try to convince you.
Well, they set the stage.
Yes, they do. They do.
Like
and it's
in,
crazy.
what
Like
was it The Devil's Advocate? You made me do that. I don't do that. I set the stage. You know?
that show, that movie is kind of accurate in a way.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's like, yeah, I can't
shows-
make you do anything. I set the stage and let you do what you're gonna do.
Like imagine that. Now these people sell their souls, and then they do the heinous crap that we read about in the Epstein list.
Yeah.
They were never made to do it. They did it on their own free will volition because they felt pressure to.
Oh yeah, you can't make anyone do anything. All you can do is threaten to kill somebody, but you
Or
can't
manipulate.
you
Manipulate.
can't make anybody do anything.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to evil, yeah, you can't make anyone do anything. Because all they can do is kill you. Which
Yeah.
sucks. But if you're willing to take it to its absolute conclusion, no one can actually make you do anything. I hope I'm never tested on that because I understand there's people that are really good at proving me wrong. But
I think we're all going to get tested at one time.
fuck, we're getting tested all the time. Pardon me, guys.
Yeah.
Well, just like that guy in fucking Yellowstone got fucking tested by that fucking by that bison.
Man.
But that was, see, a lot of people forget. June to September is mating season for them. It doesn't matter. That guy was not doing nothing to that bison. He was not. You know, he was keeping his distance. But when they smelled another male area, if that's he's claiming that area.
What are you talking about? Something happened?
Oh, you didn't see that guy? All the beams? That motherfucker got fucking flipped in the air, 8 foot in the air by a bison?
No.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you talking about, dude? I'm like, I don't recall what you're talking about, homie.
Hold on. We found that video.
Missouri homeowner. Storm season is here, and even a small leak can cost you thousands. At Midwest Roofing, terrifying video.
All right. Wait till Mick gets back before I play this, because
Okay.
he knows what I'm talking. He'll know what I'm talking about. Oh, that's right. You wasn't here last Sunday with me. A little tape played that.
No, I should have played because I wasn't feeling good.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, they got all kinds of memes out there for it shit now too. You know.
Pages at a time. Oh man, I'm gonna have to get off soon. So I'm after you show this thing, I'm gonna have to get off because I gotta do some things, homie.
Yeah, no problem.
Little tape not available today. He's doing college.
I don't know. He didn't say so. I guess he might be fishing or his brothers are doing college. So, or it might be too hot out there in his room because his AC can't keep up in his apartment.
Mm.
All right, Beck, we got talking about people getting tested right on the Rockies. Yeah, the guy in Yellowstone got tested too. You know,
Oh yeah, I've seen this.
Rocky's not seen this one yet.
Yeah.
From Yellowstone National Park, where a bison flipped a 65-year-old man in the air. CBS News correspondent Tom Hansen has the story, and before we show it to you, a warning. You may find the footage disturbing.
Everyone's bison! Look out, bison! Photographer Mike McLeod was camping in Yellowstone National Park on Friday when his wife saw a bull bison approach. He grabbed his camera and started shooting.
You can see these two people walking along the perimeter road of the campground, and they take out their phones and get some pictures or video. And as soon as the bison stands up, the grandfather, he's like, we're out of here, let's go.
After a white pickup passes, the bison springs up and charges toward the pair as they hid behind trees.
After the second loop around, the bison finally caught up to the grandfather, hooked him, and threw him up in the air.
McLeod says the man was laying on the ground at the mercy of the bison. That's when he put down his camera and went to help.
I charged the bison, yelling and screaming and kind of trying to put my camera up in the air. And a bunch of other men joined me, and we successfully hazed the bison off of the victim.
He says emergency vehicles arrived within 10 minutes. According to the park's website, bison run 3 times faster than humans, weigh up to 2,000 pounds, and visitors are advised to stay at least 25 yards away. This is the second documented bison attack in the park this year. Park officials say bison will defend their space when threatened, but according to McLeod, that wasn't the case this time.
They did everything right. And the bottom line is people come to the national park because it's wild and risky, and that's part of the downside is there's a risk.
And McLeod says
Yeah, that's what I was saying, dude. The guy was keeping a respectful distance, took a picture, moved along like he wasn't fucking with the wildlife like some of these idiot tourists do. Like, you know, he did his due diligence to make sure that didn't happen. But you know what? When 2,000 pounds of
Did he
meat is
survive?
not, you're not welcome. It is what it is.
Yeah, he's survived. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he broke his
survived.
leg, but he's healing up good.
Yeah.
That's
But
good.
people,
All right,
but people
homies.
forget.
I got to get going.
Okay.
I will see y'all later.
Okay.
But
Y'all,
people forget
peace.
that it's breeding season, mating season for the bison too.
Yeah, they're in the rut, dude. They're aggressive as fuck.
It ain't no different than a fucking when you got cattle too. You got a bull during mating season.
Oh, dude, don't get near it.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
No, you don't get near the bull when it's not mating season. Fuck.
I mean, yeah. Little Tate, we shared the video last Sunday, right? Me and Little Tate did, and we didn't know the full story, right? Because it hadn't come out yet till next day. But I was like, holy shit! I said,
Yeah.
but at least he was he wasn't trying to touch the motherfucker. I mean, he was a good 20, 25 yards away.
Oh no, he was doing everything he should have been doing. Yeah, he was fine. He wasn't being a fucking moron. He was just wrong place, wrong time. Wrong fucking bull.
I know people, they're like, well, they're not going to kill that animal. Well, no, why should they? That's their that's their instincts right there.
It's what they do.
When they smell testosterone coming in, you better watch out if it's breeding season, especially if they're walling like that, right? He's claiming that territory. It's his.
Yeah, why do you think he was rolling on the ground? He's spreading his scent everywhere.
Yeah. You know, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. Well, that guy didn't do nothing wrong, but yeah, you got to be careful, man. Those things are 2,000 pounds of pissed off beef. They will fucking kill you.
And I mean, I've seen one this big a couple of years ago. It charged a fucking car. You know?
Yeah. Well, you see that video I posted on Facebook with the elephant?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Yeah. Straight up picking up a car with its tusks and throwing it around like a toy. I mean, yeah, you piss off an elephant, man. And even in a car or a truck, man, you ain't safe. Oh, no. No, sir.
We've talked about this before. Elephants got a fucking long memory.
They do. I told you about they went after that one woman at her funeral because it was still pissed at her. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you don't fuck with elephants like ever.
I mean, I've seen all the memes about the bison, right? This one guy, I know he was fucking around, right? He's like, well, you got to charge that motherfucker. I'm like, that's the wrong thing to do for a fucking 2,000-pound animal.
It will win.
Yes. It ain't no different than a fucking, okay, you're playing chicken against a semi truck and you're in a little bitty metro, right? You just don't do that.
Nope.
I mean,
yep, he's just going to honk his horn, flash his brights at you, and keep driving straight.
oh, yeah. you'll be a fucking pancake.
Well,
You know. But yeah, I love that video of the fucking elephant. I was like, holy shit.
yeah, it's amazing how many people get through life without a fundamental understanding of physics, and how when it comes to physics, you usually lose.
Exactly.
A
You know, that's what
2,000-pound angry object in motion tends to stay in motion.
Yeah. Hey, is that big boy train, that steam engine?
Yeah,
Is it
million
making its
pounds.
way out there to Washington State anytime on the tour?
If it has, I don't know. And if it has, no, I doubt it, because my son is a freaking major train enthusiast. And if it was coming up here, he'd be clamoring to go with his camera.
The only reason I ask because it left fucking Wyoming, went to the East Coast, now it's on its way back.
Yeah, I went to upstate New York. My buddy actually got a picture with it up in New York. So it's, yeah, it went up to where I grew up.
Yeah, because it came through St. Louis today.
Hmm.
You know,
I'll have to look at the schedule and see where it's stopping, because I know if it's stopping anywhere around here, the boys are gonna want to go see it.
I didn't know on the way back if it was actually going to hit California and go up the coast, right? Then back to Wyoming.
Don't know.
Have you ever been to that fucking? When you was there in Wyoming, did you get to go to the train museum there?
No, we went to the Cody Dam, and we went to the Buffalo Bill Cody Museum, but we
I
didn't
didn't
go
know-
to we didn't go to any train museum.
If you ever get back to Cheyenne in that area, right, you gotta go see that train museum. It's fucking awesome
Yeah, that sounds cool.
because they actually had the big boy there. You know,
And I think this new big boy, they built it from scratch. I think they used the old plans and they consulted one of the old ones down there. And I think this one that's true in the country, I think it's new. I think they actually just made a new one.
I just thought it was one they refurbished. I haven't heard, so
I'll have to look it up to
if
make. Yeah.
that'd be awesome if they did make a new one right there.
Yeah.
But I'd hate to be the engineer on that motherfucker.
Do what?
I hate to be the engineer on that son of a bitch.
Yeah, a lot of work. Go
not
go
just
find
that.
someone. Well, and go find someone who knows how to do it.
But I'm just saying the heat and all that in this time of year.
Oh yeah, it's a coal burner.
Yeah.
Not to
think
mention all that fucking shoveling you got to do to keep it full.
Yep.
Now, that's manual labor too.
Yeah. You know, but yeah, I mean, a lot of people they go nuts for that son of a bitch because they've never seen it before.
Nobody's ever seen it, at least not in motion.
Yeah. I mean, so I remember back in the day we had these railroad days growing up here because this area is a big railroad. There's a big railroad town where I grew up at, right?
Huh.
And they always had the big old steam engines you'd come through every year. You know. But you don't even see the steam engines fucking coming out no more either, like that.
Well, they're expensive to run and maintain.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't like they're hauling cargo and earning their keep anymore. You know, they're showpieces.
Yeah. And that's what's sad that this generation, like the new generation, don't get to witness that shit unless
Yeah,
it's in a museum.
Right.
You know, because I had family always worked on the fucking railroad. You know, and shit, we got to go on all those fucking steam engines. You know why they stopped? Where most people wasn't allowed to.
Yeah.
Because you had
I
to know
never-
the people that was on the train to get to come aboard.
Are we at the chicken bouillon cubes?
Yes.
Okay, can you open it? I can't.
Yeah, we when I was a kid, we never did get to see any steam engines or anything like that. God damn.
Sorry.
Getting humiliated here. Trying to open the jar. Holy shit.
It's like
Holy crap. I am
we need to run it under water.
getting embarrassed in public here. Yeah, no, I put some hot water on mine. Oh, there you go, folks. You see me get humiliated by a beef bouillon jar.
I just wish that fucking it was coming through mid Missouri.
Was that?
I just wish the big boy was coming through mid Missouri.
Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it's zigzagging the country. You never know.
It's taking the southern route coming from St. Louis. Already checked that. But here in Boonville, there ain't no place for it to stop at either.
Really?
because we don't have a depot here.
Ah,
Because the train tracks now run right next to the Missouri River.
Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, St. Louis, Missouri.
Yep.
So it's going to be there on July 18th, I guess.
Yeah, it was there. It was there actually yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of Missouri. Kansas City, California, Missouri, Jefferson, Missouri. We got Kansas, Colorado, Wyoming. So it don't look like it's going to come to the West Coast.
So it's gonna stop. So it's gonna go through Kansas and up to Colorado, or Nebraska, then.
Yeah, Colorado and Wyoming are the last two.
Yeah.
And that's on July 29th. Hey, that's the day that I shipped out for boot camp. Yeah.
Well, it sucks that people on the West Coast don't get to see it.
Yeah, I know, right? We got
Well,
we got major train yards here in Seattle too. We
Yeah.
could fucking easily host it.
Yeah. You know, I get a feeling why it's not going through California, right? Because all the
Emissions.
yes,
Fuck off.
and I'm sure that's probably why they ain't coming in on the West Coast, Oregon or Washington State, because they got the same emissions, right?
Bullshit.
Oh yeah. Which I mean, that would draw a big crowd there in Seattle. That would.
Oh, dude. They make a ton of money on ticket sales to go see that thing.
Hell yeah. I don't even think they're even charging people.
No?
Let's see
The
if I can find
majesty of American engineering at its finest.
See if I can find. Oh, here we go. Saw this video, but what the fuck? I'm gonna show this for if people watch us later on. That's what we're talking about, the big boy right there, people. 17 feet tall, 1.2 billion pounds.
That is a hell of a thing.
Roughly half the size of a Boeing 747.
Actually, at 747 unloaded is 250,000 pounds. So that thing weighs about 5 times as much as an unloaded 747.
Yeah.
A fully loaded 747 right now, the new one, the Dash 8, will take off at about 1 million pounds clean. So it still weighs 200,000 pounds more than a fully loaded fucking 747.
Damn. Yeah, they're actually letting people on there too.
That is some serious shit right there.
Yeah.
Wait, scroll up now. Well, scroll up now. Hold on now. Oh, they came all the way from Oregon, Washington, Florida. Okay, all right, yeah. Yeah, it didn't go to any of them places.
Well, of course they got the modern engines too with it too, so. Length 100, I think that's where they're saying half the size, the length right there.
Yeah. So they were built from 41 to 44, and they had a pretty good operational life, 20 years. You know what that means? That means that that train and the SR-71 Blackbird were both in operation at one point. How fucking cool is that?
Yeah.
1 million pound train and a Mach 3.5 spy plane, all fucking running at the same time.
Trying to see if I am curious now, since you heard that they built a new one.
Heard of what?
Now, how you said that they did that you think they built a new one, right?
I think they did, or at least they're in the process of it.
Well, I'm curious if this one that we're seeing is the new one.
I think it is. I think it is, because I know for a fact they were busy building a new one. I wasn't sure what the timeline and the completion was, but that might be the new one.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. No, it's not. It's not a new one. It got restored to operational condition in 2019.
Oh, it's restored.
Remains the only big boy in service. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, but how cool would that be if they did make a new one, right?
That would be fucking awesome.
I mean, we have the technology to fucking do it. Why not do it?
Money. It costs a lot, and it only recoups its cost back in the day by hauling freight, which is not going to do these days.
Yeah,
So,
but how much did it cost to restore that fucker to operational condition too?
oh, millions, a lot of money. Yeah, a lot of money.
Because sometimes it's just cheaper to build new. Sometimes.
Well, yeah, that's why they decommission ships, because they look at the ship and they're like, okay, well, we could refurb this thing, or we could just start from scratch and build the ship we want. And half the time, building the ship you want is cheaper. Because once a ship is built, it's kind of built.
Yeah.
I mean, it costs, I think they said if they wanted to reactivate the Iowas, they could do it, but it'd be like $1 billion to do it.
Well, the Missouri would be the easiest one to restore, bring back, because they already did that for the Gulf War.
Sure, yeah.
And what was the other one they did too? There was one other one they had.
The Mo and the Iowa.
The Mo and Iowa was the one.
Yeah,
was
because you had the Missouri, the Iowa, the New Jersey, and Iowa, Missouri, New Jersey, and God, I can't remember the fourth one, but I think the Iowa and the Missouri were the ones they used in the Gulf War.
I know the Missouri was, but I didn't know the Iowa one was too. But
yeah,
then both of those could be brought back. Probably it's gonna cost some money.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it could be
it's still gonna cost money.
But they will be the fastest to bring back to action if they have to. But the only problem they're gonna have with that now, there ain't no more BTs in the fucking Navy.
Nope, and you need BTs to run the things.
So they're gonna have to fucking train the GSMs how to run that motherfucker, which wouldn't be hard, but it's gonna take a little bit of time.
Yep.
Or the MMs right there.
Well, and that ship is so damn big too. You got to have a boiler, because I don't think you're putting enough gas turbines on it to make it run right. And your only other option for a boat that big is nuclear.
I mean, you'd have to have with the turbines. You'd have to have 4 engines probably.
Oh, you'd have to have 8 turbines minimum. I mean, the Fife ran at 4.
Yeah.
And that was tiny compared to that fucking battleship.
And the LM-2500s are small anyways.
Yeah. Oh, they're small, but you need a lot of them, and the more of something you add, the more complex it gets.
Yeah, you'd have to go with at least the LM-5000s at least.
And now we're talking at least 4 MRGs.
Yeah,
and that's yeah, a lot of money, a lot of complexity.
Yep. I mean, boilers would be the cheapest way to bring it back.
No, boilers work really well. You just got to know how to do it.
Yeah, but nuclear, you're right. That motherfucker would last forever.
Oh, nuclear would be the way to go, but at that point, you just build a new boat.
Yeah, you got to build the reactor around the fucking ship right there.
Well, yeah, you got to build the ship around the reactor. You got the routing and the plumbing is all different. Like, it's just at that point, just build a new class of battleship.
Which that's what Trump's doing, or he wants to. He was, but I don't think they're going to be as big.
It would be hard to justify that size because the weaponry now is so much better and so much more compact.
Yeah.
You wouldn't really need a battleship size boat to, do the job. I mean, 16-inch guns are great, but let's face it, a harpoon is better.
Oh, yeah. See, here's the design on the Trump class for people that don't know what we're talking about. right there. You don't have as many guns, but you got
Three
the big one
VLS.
up there.
Yep. Yep.
You got the Tomahawks. What the fuck is that one coming out?
But that's still not looking any bigger than the Spruance.
Nope. Got the flight deck back there. Okay.
Yeah, that's the size of a Spruance right there. That's like a 550-foot fucking boat.
But at least you got 3 guns up front, right there.
Yeah, you got 3 guns, 3 VLSs. You got fucking Aegis. Yeah, I mean, a couple of Sea Whiz. That would do it.
Yep. That looks like right there a Sea Sparrow, isn't it?
Where's that?
You see where I got the little magnified glass?
No, that's Ram.
Ram, okay.
Yeah, it's too small to be fucking Sea Sparrow.
Well, I mean, it's kind of hard to see on the picture.
Yeah. But nowadays, Sea Whiz and Ram are an integrated weapon system, so they probably have both.
Yeah. But that, I mean, even that would be awesome right there.
Oh, it would be awesome. But, fact of the matter is with today's technology, a 1,000-foot boat that doesn't carry aircraft doesn't have a ton of use.
But they need to bring back, because the DDGs, right? They're not sub hunters like the DDs was, right?
No, the DDs were sub hunters in their fucking DNA. Yeah.
But they need to make, if they bring the Trump class to life, right? They need to have that as a mission too. The sub hunters.
They need to have ASW.
Yes. Because right now the DDGs, they could get killed by a sub really easy, probably.
Oh yeah.
Even though we got the massacre air and all that bullshit, right? But this mission is pretty much for the fucking carrier.
Yeah, you need to have sonobuoys, you need to have a good sonar system, and you need to have ASROC.
Yep.
And Mark 46.
We had torpedoes on the fucking boat too. On the
we had the Mark 46.
Oh, Mark 46. Sorry.
Yeah. No, we had. Well, the thing is, in our VLS too, we could carry ASROC in that VLS.
Yeah.
So yeah, we were very well equipped for dealing with submarines.
Yeah.
And we had sonobuoys. We could take a sonobuoy and drag it behind the boat a mile or so, and that you combine that with a fucking helo detachment, and we could find and kill us up.
Oh, here we go. All right. That's a rail gun up front. The rail gun. 2 MK5s.
Mark 45s, a rail gun, Mark 38s.
Conventional prop strike missiles.
300 kilowatt lasers. Gas turbines, of course. 30 millimeter. Okay, so they went from Sea Whiz to the 30 millimeter version. Like the Spy 6, so Spy Aegis basically, yeah. 3 VLSs. Yeah, I mean, that would do.
Yeah. I mean, gas turbine powered and diesel powered.
Yeah, it'd have to be.
But I want to know what size turbines they're using, because they can't be using the L2500s.
Well, L500s are old, man. They probably use a modification of what they're using on the F-22 Raptor. They're probably something a little bigger, a bit more powerful. Runs off of you can go. I mean, those engines can push a F-22 Raptor to supersonic without an afterburner. They can do supersonic on dry power. So they probably put some of those in there.
Now, if it's the same size as the DD, right, lengthwise,
it looks like it is just about.
I mean, the L2500s would work, right? That would work.
Yeah, they work.
But if it's longer and bigger, then you got to have, like you said, a little bit more powerful one right there.
And we have those in the current generation of fighters, so I don't think sourcing the engines would be that big of a deal.
Because I know on the L2500s, one we had to replace on the 5. Shit, those are rebuilt ones from fucking GE. That's what it was.
Well, the new motors, I think they're like 20% more powerful than those old ones. I mean, basically the LM500 is just a next generation J79 they put on Phantoms, right?
Yep.
So yeah, today's motors, I think they got about 20% more power per. So as long as you put in new jet engines, I don't think you'd have a power issue.
Yeah, because I mean, I've been out of the loop for fucking over 20 years. Because the DDG I was on, it had the L2500 along with the K34 generators.
Yeah.
You know.
Which means they were using 90s era motors.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
you upgrade those with current level technology motors. Yeah, 4 of
Mm-hmm.
them. Even if it is a bit bigger than a Spruance, it'd be fine.
Yeah. Yeah, because I know the power plant I worked at, we had a peaking unit up North Missouri, and it was LM 5000s. That's what those was.
Big fuckers.
Yeah, they were. I mean, they were bigger than L 2500s, right? But not as big as you think, right there.
Well, I mean, a jet engine can only be so big; it still has to fit in an airframe. Yeah.
Yep. See, we had to have an APU on that motherfucker for starting it because we didn't have no high pressure air and all that bullshit.
No.
But those were all used for peakers, right? When line voltage, we need the line voltage up, right?
Mm-hmm.
We'd run them for that. You know.
Well, I think you might even have to maybe a different rate. I mean, if you're looking at the what are they called? The rail guns. That's magnetic rail technology. That's a lot of electricity, a lot of magnetism. It's completely different than the usual FC shit.
See, I'm wondering, have you talked to anybody that's an FC now or has been since they came out with the railguns? I'm wondering what rate, or like you said, that came out with a new fucking rate for that.
You might have to do something like an FCE, like FC electronic, FC, but with the laser and railgun end of things. Yeah, they probably have to split the rate like they did with GSE and GSM.
Yep.
You probably have to have FCE and FCM. That's what I think. Because there's no way that fucking knowledge base travels over from Mark 86 to whatever system that fucking railgun uses. No way.
But you got to have a lot of electrical for that railgun.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a totally different skill set. Yeah.
I want to know what size generators you're going to have on that motherfucker.
Fucking huge. Do you have any idea how much voltage and how much amperage it takes to propel a 70-pound slug to Mach 6?
A lot.
A lot of juice, baby.
Yeah,
a lot. And your rate of fire is going to be rounds per hour, not rounds per minute, because it takes a lot of juice to fucking recharge those capacitors.
So I'm wondering if they're going to have a generator just for that.
Dude, they're going to have several generators just for that.
Because on the ship, just to power everything that you need, right? Conventional.
Yeah.
Without a railgun, you got to have 3. 2 running all times and 1 as a backup.
Well, Yeah,
But,
you're gonna have to have 2 dedicated to that gun.
Yeah.
If you want any kind of rate of fire at all.
I would love, if they do build this right, I want to see how many edge rooms and auxiliary edge rooms that they have. That's what I'll be curious to see right there.
Yeah.
But they ain't gonna show that shit unless you're in the know right there.
Because if you got a railgun, I mean, unless there's somehow siphoning power off of the main drive and the auxes, you're gonna need a separate engine room just for that gun.
Yep.
Unless you go nuclear. If you go nuclear, that's kind of a different story. But
But I'm wondering where the diesel engine comes into play.
I couldn't tell you. Maybe quiet running?
Maybe. I don't know.
Like trolling? I don't know. Hard to say.
Because I know diesel puts out, as a generator, puts off a lot too.
Sure. Absolutely. That's why they make them.
I'm wondering if that's going to be one of them for the railgun.
Well, what they're going to have to do ultimately, when you get down to the physics of it, they're going to have to find a way to most efficiently transfer chemical energy into electrical energy, because that's basically what a generator does, right?
Yeah.
It takes chemical energy, turns it into mechanical energy, which then turns it into electrical energy.
Yeah.
Now, the fewer steps in between that process, the more efficient you're going to be. So they're going to have to figure out a way to make that happen. And I think, honestly, nuclear is the way to go.
I mean, because the nuclear can stay out for days. I mean, you don't even have to refuel that motherfucker. You can stay out for indefinite.
No. Yeah, and if you take the nuclear and you have a manifold system and a piping system that can handle like 5,000 psi, 8,000, like massive amounts of pressure, right?
Yeah.
And you have an ultra efficient turbine that can handle that type of action to run an electrical generator, that would probably be the way to go. Because basically with nuke, you've got unlimited heat source, and that's really what you need, you know, to run a generator to generate that much fucking power on that short of notice.
Oh yeah.
You know, gas turbines, yeah, they could do it, but you know, nuclear would be a much more elegant solution. Yeah. But like you said, according to that diagram, they have no intention of making it nuclear. So honestly, I don't know how they're going to generate that kind of power.
That's yeah, I don't know. But at 30 plus knots, I mean, I know they're going to say at top speed, but if it only hits 30, 32, that's slow. That is slow.
It won't keep up with the carrier.
No.
Carriers go a lot faster than most people think.
Oh, yeah. Well, remember we was fucking on the 5, we raced it. Lincoln, short distance.
Yeah.
We beat it short distance, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it beat us on top end.
Oh, top end, yeah. Once it gets going, it ain't stopping.
And we was fucking flank 3, and that was damn near 40 fucking knots at flank 3.
Yeah. No, we were fast, but you're just not competing with nuclear, dude. It's like the Long Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go try to outrun the Long Beach. I dare you to try.
It ain't happening. You know, and the DDGs now, they're even slower than the sprue cans are.
Well, yeah, they got that big, stupid, fucking wide hull.
I think little Tate said the best, it's like a bathtub.
Yeah, exactly.
You know. Yeah, because we tried to outrun a fucking carrier fucking around in the bed. We didn't even beat that motherfucker short distance.
You might as well be a canoe.
Pretty much.
Yeah, too much water resistance when the fucking bow's that wide.
And when you're full throttle on DDG, right? I can't say for the Flight 2, because I've never on Flight 2 DDG, right? Flight was, the rooster tail wasn't like the fucking sprue cans. It was not.
Oh no, the sprue cans, dude. It was like 12 feet in the air.
Yeah. And you felt it moving when you was on the fantail.
Oh yeah.
You felt that motherfucker moving.
Oh yeah. That thing was shit and get. Yeah, when the sprue can was after your ass, there wasn't much you could do about it.
Nope. Oh, I seen a post the other day on Facebook. Someone said, well, USS Constitution on Ironsides is the only ship that's ever fucking sunk an enemy battle, not battleship, but another ship, right?
The ship of the line.
The comments like, nope, the submarine did in Iran. They're like, well, that's not a ship, which it is a ship. USS, it's still a ship, even though it's underwater.
But what they destroyed, was it a boat or a ship?
It was a frigate.
All right, so it was seaworthy.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Well, that's a fairly new development.
Yes, but everyone forgets that we do have confirmed sinks from a sub now.
All right. Yeah, it is a ship. Yeah, it is.
But you see the people trying to argue that it's not a ship, it's a submarine. Yes, it is a ship.
It's a ship. It's seaworthy. Yes. Any watercraft that is seaworthy is by definition a ship. Shut the fuck up and quit trying to split hairs.
And this one person, he goes, it's called USS for a reason.
United States ship.
But yeah, fucking, I like reading the comments on that shit. You know, you can tell which ones served in the military or the Navy, which ones did not.
Yeah.
Very easily.
Well, if it doesn't go on the surface, it's not technically a ship.
Well, it can go on the surface. It just chooses not to.
Yes. And they do surface, you know.
Sure, yeah. To get air.
Yeah.
Food, fuel, well, actually not even fuel anymore, but air, food, and mail.
But I mean, I've never been on a sub, but do they still have to come up a certain depth to get communication sometimes?
That I couldn't tell you. I've never been on one, never known anybody who was on one.
I've known people, I worked with people that was on a sub at the power plant, but I never asked them all that question. So I really didn't care at the time.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much water blocks fucking communications. I assume it has to be. Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming you have to fucking rise to a certain depth to get comms. But they also have those ultra low frequency comms. You know what I'm talking about? Those emplacements that talk like specifically to subs.
Yep.
With ULF. So I don't know how that works at all.
I mean, that's out of our fucking range right there because we never served on one. So
Yeah, no. All I know is those ULF communications take tremendous amounts of power because low frequency communications are very, very inefficient.
Yep.
So you got to have a shitload of juice to get that signal out.
Well, they might on the new ones, they might not have that problem because of nuclear bullshit.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. Again, I'm
Yep.
I'm not even out of the loop, dude. I was never in the loop to begin with when it came to that. I purposely avoided as much as possible. My recruiter's like, "Hey, man, you got a pretty good ASVAB. You want to do subs?" Nope.
Fuck you.
Yeah, we got bonuses. Yeah, don't care. Not doing it.
And every sub-mariner I've ever met, it's fucking weird.
You'd have to be.
I mean, granted, we are a little weird being surface guys, right?
Yeah, you're out in the ocean for weeks at a time. It does tend to tweak you a little, yeah.
But they're worse than us on the weirdness.
They don't see fucking daylight for weeks at a time. You know, they actually have a condition when you're on a sub. Since you're never able to see more than 30 feet in any direction, your eyes stop focusing on anything after 30 feet, right? And so when these guys spend weeks and weeks in a fucking submarine, when they come to the surface and they fucking go on Liberty, right? Their eyes can't see past 30 feet, and it takes a day or two for their eyes to readjust to be able to see long distance, even though their eyes are they're just fine.
Oh, shit.
But they've trained themselves by being in a tube.
Yeah.
If you don't see past 30 feet, your eyes stop caring about anything past 30 feet. And yeah, it takes them like a few days when they go on Liberty to actually be able to see something in the background.
Oh, that would suck being on Liberty. That would fucking suck.
Yeah, right.
I mean,
yeah, no, these submariners, man, it isn't just being cramped. There's other shit that goes on with your body too that, you know, once you get to the surface, you're all fucking disoriented and weirded out. Because you get to where being outside in the sunshine feels weird. Like, that's the abnormal situation.
yeah, I mean, I know, like, if I didn't go on deck and I stayed down the hole, right, for a couple of days, I did not like the fucking bright light without sunglasses. I fucking hate it.
No.
You know,
And we all know the sea legs thing. You know, you're out to sea for 2-3 weeks. You finally get on shore and you're kind of wobbling down the pier because you're so used to keeping your balance.
Yeah. Funny
It
you
takes
say
a while
that.
to straighten back out, you know?
Funny you said that. When I was working before I got on the power plant, I was working at a factory for a couple months.
No.
And this lady came there and came to the factory to have lunch with her husband that I was working with. And she asked me, she seen how I walked. She goes, "You just got out of the Navy, didn't you?" I said, "Yeah, how you know?" She goes, "My ex-husband walked just like that every time they come home being on deployment."
Oh.
I was like, "Oh, okay."
Well, my biological father was a sailor. And, you know, I knew him growing up. You know, it wasn't like he was gone, but, you know, he just wasn't my, you know, father no more. But my mom told me, you Navy guys, you walk a certain way.
Yeah. And I never put two and two together until she said that to me.
No, that's true, though.
Because we're thinking we walk a normal, and we're not.
Nope. Navy guys walk a certain way.
And it's probably a good thing we never had to take a breathalyzer, you know,
Sure.
walking that way.
Oh,
I mean,
God, right.
They would all back and thought we was fucking drunk when we was sober. Guaranteed. You know.
Yeah.
And I still walk like that every now and then. My Virgo gets going pretty good.
Well, if I spend the day up on a boom lift, if I'm working like up on the vertical fin of a plane or up on the wings or whatever, and I got to use a boom lift, that thing shakes around a bit. You got to use, you got to do that thing, that we did on the boat, that a couple times a second little corrections and all that. And by the time I set the basket down after, all day doing that, your thighs hurt, your inner thighs hurt from all them. You don't think it's all that strenuous, but you got that constant correction going. And when you're walking back to the doghouse, it feels the exact same way. You're kind of got that little sway going because the ground underneath your feet's been unstable for 8 hours.
Yeah.
It's the same fucking phenomenon.
Yeah. I always hated when I was at the power plant, when I was in maintenance, sometimes we had to work out of a boom, right?
Yeah.
Just like lift, just like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
One time, the fucking supervisor at maintenance, my supervisor, he knew I did not like heights, right? We was up there fucking changing the belt, had to take the weights off the conveyor belt for the coal belt coming from coal yard to unit 1, 2, right?
Yeah.
So I was up there. It was 30 feet off the ground. No problem. I was doing it. And then when I got everything, got the weights released and all that shit, I came to swing it out, right? The motherfucker shut it off on me down below. And I told him he thought it was funny. And I took a fucking sledgehammer and I tossed it at that motherfucker. I said, turn on down, motherfucker. Get me the fuck down. When I got down, he fucking ran because I started chasing that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Because he knew I did not like heights.
Yeah, one time I got stranded about 50 feet up on a lift because there's a sensor on the bottom, right? This little cage that kind of it shuts off the unit when you hit something.
Yep.
Right. Well, it got stuck and it got misaligned, and so I'm up on the fucking vertical fin of a 777. I'm 50 feet up, and this thing gets jangled, and it shuts the whole fucking thing down. I was stranded up there for like a half hour, 45 minutes.
Oh fuck.
While we're trying to work the thing loose and get the freaking safety mechanism to de-safety so I could turn the motor back on and drop the goddamn. Yeah, that's infuriating, dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that really pissed me off. If somebody would have done it intentionally, yeah, I'd have fucking beat him up too. And I'm not even all that afraid of heights, but still, it's goddamn unnerving.
Oh, it is too, because even though you're strapped in, right? You got your harness on, but if you fall out of that basket, guess what? You got 10 to 15 minutes for you better going to get you down or you're not. You're going to have blood clots.
Yeah. Well, and also the fact that is you're strapped in, but your brain don't know that. Your brain says, "Hey, motherfucker, if we fall, we die."
Yeah. even though we know we're strapped in, but it's that fight or flight moment. That's what it is.
The brain goes, "No, we don't like
you."
No.
And that was the last time I went to a fucking lift. Last fucking time too.
Well, that wasn't the last time I did, but yeah, that was the worst. I mean, I've been 65 feet up.
Oh, that's up there at a lift.
I don't like it. Like, I'll work up there, but man, I really don't like it. And I'm not terribly afraid of heights, like I said, but I do not like 65 feet.
I mean, you get above 30 feet, and that motherfucker, any the slightest wind will move that motherfucker.
Oh yeah, yeah. What I used to do is I would actually, because we had like high density foam rails on the basket.
Yeah.
When I had to work on the vertical fin of a plane, what I would do is I would maneuver it up, and I would actually push it up against the vertical fin just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just so it took up a little bit of the squish on that foam, and that vertical fin, it would keep the basket from moving back and forth. That way you were a little more stable. You weren't technically supposed to do that, but everybody did it because you don't want to be wobbling around trying to work at that height.
No.
Because then you end up dropping shit down into the tail, and then you got to fucking take shit apart at the bottom, try to find the FOD. I mean, at that point, it was just, it's just stupid not to.
Yeah. But yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Well,
yeah.
Yep.
That is, ooh, fuck that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
I could not do your job. I would not want to do your job. Being able to move, fuck that shit.
Well, I don't do my job anymore. I got moved to a different place.
Oh yeah.
Nope. Now I work in shipping and receiving in a warehouse.
Hey, warehouse can be a pretty good gig right there.
Oh, I love it. Yeah. The only thing I do is, I mean, not that I don't do stuff, but like I said, take stuff from the vendor, unbox it, inspect it, make sure it's all good to go, get it ready to put onto cargo containers to go send across to the factory to be put on the airplane.
Yep.
Drive a forklift, and that's about it.
Yep. Shit, I mean, my last 5 years at the power plant, I was in the warehouse.
Mm-hmm.
I loved it. I mean, that was like where the people go that gets ready to retire. I mean, and I love that we had all kinds of fucking outside warehouses, right?
Mm-hmm.
That was away from the plant. One of them was called 4 Mile. It was 4 miles away from the plant. That's where we stored the big fucking turbine parts and all that shit, right?
Yeah.
Boiler tubes and all that shit. And fucking, I told supervisor, I said, hey, I said, we got to re-inventory everything out there. And I'd spend all day out there, take a nap out there or whatever. Yeah. A lot of people frown on the warehouse, but I'm telling you, if you do warehouse, you make damn good money doing that.
Oh, dude, here's the thing. All right. I'm across the highway from the factory, right? So I ain't nowhere near the factory. So that after work parking lot snarl doesn't happen.
Really? Good.
If I want to leave for lunch and go to Jack in the Box, come back, I ain't got to worry about my parking spot being taken.
Yeah.
I don't park all the way the fuck out and have to walk a quarter mile to where I'm at. I show up to the building, I walk 30 seconds, I badge into the door, that's it. And when I get into the fucking warehouse, dude, all I hear is the ventilation system. That's it. There's no fucking jackhammers going off, no rivet guns.
Yep.
There's no fucking chemicals, nothing.
Yep. Now, is your old warehouse, is it air conditioned?
Nope, but I don't care.
See, ours wasn't air conditioned either, but
It's heated, but not air conditioned.
yeah, ours was heated too. But even in the wintertime, you get a bad winter, cold. I'm talking like negatives. That little glycol system heaters did not keep up.
No, well, honestly, given all the pros of it, I don't really give a shit.
Now, do y'all do an inventory once a year, like a big inventory once a year?
No.
Oh, you don't?
Because what we do, the customer, they buy their seats, like the seats and the toilets and the galleys where they cook all the food, like all that shit on the inside of the plane, right? The customer, they order that directly from the company that makes this stuff.
Okay.
Because they want their plane to have certain accoutrement,
Yep.
And so what they do is they order it from said company, and then the company sends it to our warehouse.
Yep.
We depackage it, inspect it, make sure there's no damage, all the usual quality control stuff. And then we put it on rollers or skids, depending on the piece of equipment, and we put it into big cargo containers, at the loading dock. And we do that and send it across to the factory, and then they put it on the airplane. So we basically just facilitate the equipment coming from the manufacturer to the plane at the behest of the customer.
Well, hell, that'd be a lot easier because, we had billions and billions of dollars worth of inventory that we had to once a year for tax purposes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we had the inventory to see, so that way they know what taxes they have to pay. The company has to pay.
Yeah, see, for us, we don't own the stuff. See, there's no need for it because we get it as requested.
Yep.
We give it as requested.
Shit.
And at no point is any of our inventory Boeing's property.
That's a smart way of doing it right there. That is.
So we don't have to do any of that crap.
Oh, fuck. That would be a cakewalk right there. Hell yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
And after the 9 months that I've just had, believe me, I'm loving it.
Shit, if I was you, now at Boeing, did they tell you where you're gonna go, or can you choose where you go?
So what I did was I requested a transfer into a different job title because remember I told you they made me into an electrician.
Yeah.
Well, I put in a transfer request for a mechanic job. Now, once you do that, they're going to give you the mechanic job. Now, you can decline it if you want to, but all they can do is offer it.
Okay.
But no, you can't choose where you're going to go. You can't say, "Hey, I want to be a mechanic in this program at this area." It doesn't work like that. You get offered as the job becomes available. And you can either decline it or you can accept it.
Yep.
But after you decline, I think you have to wait 90 days before you get another one, even if one does pop up. Like you can only decline so much.
Yeah, see the power plant, it had the same kind of shit right there.
Yeah.
When you bid on a job, right, that came open, if you got a seniority, you can get it. Then you had to choose, tell HR yes or no. What you picked. And then it's like 90 days. I think ours might have been 6 months. If you turn down a job, you can't bid another job for 6 months.
Yeah, we got the same system going on. I don't think it's quite 6 months, but same kind of deal. Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Because I know a lot of good places they have that. It's similar, but not always the same.
Yeah. No, it's by just sheer stupid luck that I got a job this fucking good.
Hey, if I was you, I would try to stay there and just retire from that.
That is my goal. Believe me.
What are you eating?
Wife made some mac and cheese for dinner.
Speaking of, I'll be right back.
Yep, me too. All right. Refill my bowl. It was delicious.
Oh, damn. Shit.
So good. Yeah, you know.
Now, speaking of mac and cheese, right? Last night I was watching Kitchen Chaos, a new show on Food Network, right?
What's that? I haven't heard of it.
It comes, I think it comes on Mondays or Tuesdays. Yeah.
Okay.
But I was watching it on Discovery Plus since it had no commercials and all that.
Yeah, all right.
They talk about viral food hacks, right? Or trends.
Mhm.
This one lady took like 10 types of fucking macaroni and cheese, frozen mac and cheese, right? Dump that shit in a fucking pan, put more cheese on it, cream cheese, and some other shit. And I'm sitting there looking at Dad goes, why are you looking at River goes, Dad, what are you looking at it like that for? I'm like, that just don't look right or sound right. I said, not every cheese can be mixed together mac and cheese.
No.
And I'm like, I told River, I said, you know what? I try a lot of weird stuff sometimes, experiments.
Yeah.
I said, but that takes a cake even for me right there. I was like, and this one of the episodes, it was like gas grills going wrong, right?
Okay.
Motherfuckers getting flare-ups. You know, and I mean, I'm like, holy shit. Or then they had grease fires, people putting water on grease fires.
At least it wasn't dumb enough to do that.
I know, but I'm saying no. I'm like, okay, who was not taught that water and hot grease is not mixed? You know? And then
Well, have they never seen the turkey fryer thing? You know, when they put a frozen turkey into the, 500-degree oil and watch it blow up.
Oh, you'll be surprised because last Sunday, Little Tate played. He kept playing these. I mean, it was like one continuous thing, right? Gas grills, turkey fryers, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, I told Little Tate, I said, stop it first. You know, after the turkey explosion, I said, all right, people, make sure your turkey is dry and no ice, no water. Period. Thaw it out completely.
Yes, and patted dry.
And I'm like, I was like, good Lord. But yeah, you'd be surprised though, man.
Well, I
Then
would.
they have chefs, you know, talking about it. Like, no, don't do that. I mean, it's something good to watch when there ain't nothing else on.
All right.
You know, but if you do like cooking competitions on Monday nights, there's a brand new one out, barbecue with Andrew Zimmerman, Big Bo Kaysen, and a couple other people that's judges that I don't know, but they're big in the barbecue world, right?
What's it called?
Barbecue Pitmasters.
All right.
I think it is barbecue pit. Is here. Comes on Monday nights. Let's see. I think it's barbecue Pitmasters. I think. No, new barbecue show on Food Network. Pitmasters.
All right.
And they're in Utah. It's a 6-day competition or 7-day competition that they have to stay there and cook all the time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Pitmasters.
Yeah. And some of those people that have been on there, that's on there, they was on like Bobby Flay's Barbecue Showdown, you know, stuff like that. But no, these guys are like big in competition style. But
okay. Oh, we'll look that up on Amazon. I'm sure it's on there.
Yeah. Now you got Discovery Plus?
Not anymore. No. Used to.
Or HBO Max?
Huh?
Or HBO Max?
Used to have that too. We cut down a lot of our channels a couple months ago. I used to have both.
I forgot. I was going to bring this up earlier when you jumped on the Gregor fight.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, that was ugly.
Okay.
Yeah, that was ugly.
He's almost 40 years old, McGregor is, right? 37, right?
Yeah.
Why would you come out with a kick like that and land fucking funny like that on your fucking knee, on your leg?
Probably because he thinks he still can.
I mean, I didn't realize he did fuck his knee up, right? Not till after the fight was over, they slowed it down, right? Showed it.
Yeah.
I was like, holy fuck, he done fucking fucked his ACL up right there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because I think he came out and said yesterday his ACL and his meniscus both got.
Yeah. And I'm like, he just needs to hang it up.
Yeah, but you know what? 37 is still fucking young. I mean, I'm 47 and I still don't, like, up here, I don't feel old.
Yep.
And he's 37 and he could still kick the ass of 99% of the people on the planet. You know, he's still, got it. You know, he's still an elite fighter.
Yeah.
He's just not willing to fucking hang it up, dude. And honestly, I don't blame him.
You know, I told Lil Tate this. I said, you know what? He might as well just stick into playing the villain, the bad boy villain in the fucking movies, like he did in Roadhouse.
Yeah.
I mean, he plays that cocky villain perfectly.
That's who he is in real life.
I know,
He's a cocky asshole in real life too. He's not even playing. He's not even playing. He's just being him.
I know. I mean, he needs to take a page out of the Rock's book, right? Just go to the movies, play the fucking cocky fucking villain.
Well,
Well,
yeah. Well, we don't really know what goes on in his mind, and we can speculate. But
it doesn't.
One of the worst things a man can realize is he's too old to run and gun.
And doesn't he have a fucking whiskey brand in Ireland?
Yeah, Proper 12.
Okay.
I've
Now,
had
is it whiskey or bourbon?
It's an Irish whiskey.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an Irish whiskey called Proper 12. I've had it on several occasions. I would rate it as decent.
Decent.
It's
That's why
not
I asked you.
Yes, it's not as good as like Jameson, but it doesn't taste like cheap shit either. It's actually a pretty decent whiskey, and the price is fairly reasonable too. So I'll give him credit. I'll give him credit. He came out with a pretty decent whiskey. Yeah.
That's why I asked you, because compared to the rest
whiskey.
of us, you drank more whiskey than what the rest of us do.
Yeah. No, I've had it. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I've got no complaint with it. I never had any problem with what it was for the price I paid for it. It's a solid bottle. Yep.
Yeah, I know I was watching that fight because I forgot the fight was even on, right?
Oh, okay.
Until somebody reminded me, so I turned it on. I think I turned it on when what's his name? Patty was getting ready to come out.
Oh, Patty Pimblett. Yeah.
Yeah. Now that fight was pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, he just fought again last weekend, man. Fucking choked the guy out in like the first minute of the first round, dude. Dude came in with a freaking takedown attempt. Patty just fucking caught him, triangled him, dropped him, choked him out.
Damn.
It was embarrassing fast. So he's on a fucking streak right now, man. Patty's fucking no joke.
I mean, I didn't know who the fuck he was, right?
Oh, really? Okay.
Because I have not been watching UFC for a lot of years, and I was like, hey, that motherfucker ain't too bad. So I said, okay.
No, he's a really good fighter. Yeah. I think he's got a championship in him.
Yeah.
I think he does have the title in him. Yeah.
Yeah. I texted Cav. I said, he thinks he'll win. I said, I think Holloway's going to win. Cav didn't text me back because he was busy. He had people over, right?
Well.
And I was like, Holloway's going to win. Because McGregor's not been the same since he shattered his fucking leg.
No, that's a big injury. Yeah.
And I was like, no. And Holloway was even trying to stop the fight, telling the ref, hey, come on now. He's hurt.
Yeah, he's looking at the ref like, yeah. Well, the thing
about
Holloway,
why
man,
at first McGregor was fucking fighting on his back, right? I'm like,
that ain't him. Yeah.
But now it makes sense.
Well, let's just say that if McGregor was in tip-top form, knees were fine, everything was good, and they went into it, even if Conor McGregor overpowered him with strength, in wrestling ability, right? Holloway's got that fucking dog in him, man. He doesn't fucking quit unless you knock him out. He doesn't get winded. His striking's always on point. You know, he will wear you the fuck down. His cardio's great. Like, even if Conor McGregor would have won that fight, there is no point in the fight where he could take anything for granted until he had officially won, because Holloway is always fucking dangerous. Always.
You know, and wasn't Holloway a world champ too at one point?
Yeah, he was. No, he's a former champion. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, he was fighting outside of that weight class. He was fighting, I think, 2 weight classes heavier at welter, but still, dude's fucking dangerous. He likes to stand and bang. He doesn't mind getting hit. He don't give a fuck, you know, unless you knock him out. He don't care about getting hit. You know, he's a nasty motherfucker. I like him. I like Holloway. I think Holloway brings that excitement that like Chuck Liddell used to bring back in the day, you know, like this new modern era of fighter, you know, they're all like real careful and all that. And Holloway like, nah, fuck it. Let's go right now.
Yeah. You know, and he's from Hawaii too. So
yeah, whatever. But yeah, no, he brings that fucking like Chuck Liddell energy, like, you know, a don't give a fuck knockout master that just wants to bang. You haven't seen that much lately.
Well, and fucking McGregor, he just needs to go to Jake Paul's fucking version, make more money, right?
Oh yeah,
and just,
he makes a ton of money.
Just whip Jake Paul's ass.
And he would.
But I still think the Ronda Rousey fight would have been better if UFC would put it on.
Probably, yeah.
Because I still can't believe she got Gina that fucking quick.
Well, Gina Carano hadn't fought in like 10 years.
Well, hell, beat the Ronda Rousey. She's been out of the game too.
Right. Like they've both been out of the game for like time.
You know, I wonder if they're gonna redo that match.
Probably not. Probably not.
I mean,
no.
As much as they hyped it up, that was a letdown.
And that's the reason why it's not going to happen again, because I don't think either fighter wants to fucking go through all the publicity of all that again.
I mean, granted, I'll give fucking Rousey this. She was in shape. I'll give her that.
Oh no, yeah, she definitely brought it. No question about it. I'm not taking anything like that away from her.
She was focused, you know, like she was before she won the title.
Yep.
Did UFC ever punish that guy that said that fucking Michelle Obama's a man?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Josh Hokett.
Okay.
Okay, and they didn't, and I'll tell you why they didn't. Because Josh Hokett is undefeated.
Yeah.
And right now the heavyweight division fucking sucks. There's almost no talent in it. And he's a fucking up-and-comer who could bring some excitement to the heavyweight division. So there is no way in hell they're doing anything to piss him off.
Because I know when he said that, he even had Trump laughing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Tom Aspinall has said he's the reigning heavyweight champion. He was out for an eye poke for quite a while. He said he's coming back. He's been medically cleared to come back. So Tom Aspinall's coming back. Cyril Gane, the guy that fought. Oh God, who did he fight? Yeah, I forgot who he fought, but he's the interim champion now.
Okay.
And he's the guy that fucking poked Tom Aspinall in the eye to begin with. So, like, the heavyweight division right now is kind of in an uproar over who has control over what. And there's not a lot of talent in it. There's probably only 4 or 5 talented fighters in the heavyweight division right now. So the most controversial one, and the one that hasn't lost yet, is probably the last guy they're going to try and punish, even though he did say something stupid like that.
I always wondered why he said that. Well, I mean, what just came into his head about that?
Well, because he's a trash talking asshole that likes to make waves and fucking cause controversy. That's what he does, you know. That's part of his fucking branding. Is he's like he's like Sean Strickland, you know. He just fucking talk shit and talk shit and talk shit. That's what he does.
But I do like how UFC on Saturday nights they're on Paramount Plus. That I do like.
Yes, that was a very good move.
You know,
but
no
least,
more.
No more pay-per-views. Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say.
Well, at least Dana White, though, at least he's being consistent, though, because back when Israel Adesanya was the middleweight champion, he'd be like, "Yo, this nigga, nigga that, nigga this," and people are asking Dana White, like, "Hey, man, what about fucking, is he fucking saying N-word every other fucking word? Like, aren't you gonna punish him for that?" He's like, "Dude, it's how he talks. He's black. I don't police what my fighters say. Okay, so just fuck off with that." And then you got fucking Josh Hogan saying, "Yep, Michelle Obama's a man." And what do you think about that, Mr. White? He's like, "Yeah, I don't police what my fighters say. I how many times do I have to say this?" Like, so he's consistent at least, when it comes to one way or the other. He's like, "Yeah, fuck off. I don't control what my fighters say."
But he was not happy either way with that one.
Well, that doesn't matter though.
But I've heard people say that Michelle should actually fucking sue him, right? I'm like, who gives a fuck?
No, Michelle should fucking pose for Playboy and put it all to bed.
And prove it that she's not a man.
No AI. No AI.
Yep. Or if she is a man, Playgirl, right? There you go.
Hey, you know what? That's a great way to come clean.
Well, hell, look at fucking Bruce Jenner. Look what he did years ago.
I think he's still got his wiener though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he still got his wiener too.
So, just saying. I'm just saying he didn't entirely commit.
Oh, shit. Fucking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck. That fucking.
I'll take jokes that could never have been made 30 years ago for 500, Alex.
And that's the thing. Fucking movies used to make fun of that shit all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel.
Yes. And did you ever watch Sons of Anarchy?
Oh, yeah.
You remember Walter Goggins played a transvestite?
Yeah.
In one of those episodes.
Well,
Or a couple of them, actually.
Yeah. Old boy fucking fell in love with him.
Yeah. Oh, it was his name Tig?
Tig. Yeah. Tigger. Yeah. Tig. Yeah. Tig fell in love with him.
That motherfucker would fuck them. I mean, not real, but he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go fuck him or get my dick sucked. One.
Yeah.
But Walter Goggins and or Chris Pratt, they're eyeing them for the fucking something for a role in the new G.I. Joe movie.
They gonna make a good one this time?
I hope they do, because what's his name that played the HBO series Westbound and Down?
I know of it. I've never watched it.
He played a fucking raunchy fucking ex-baseball player.
Are you talking Danny McBride?
I think so, yes.
Talk about the dark-haired guy, curly hair? He was in Tropic Thunder?
Yes.
Big ass titties.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Danny McBride, yeah.
He's the one supposed to be making this one.
Okay, well, you know what? His output's been pretty good through his career, so let's see.
And he's a big G.I. Joe fan, too.
Yeah, he's the right generation for it. He's about my age, so that makes sense.
Kind of like Spider-Man, the door, right? With Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that one.
Yeah, I'll have to watch that. I heard that one's actually good. The noir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched it. I watched one episode in black and white. I watched one in color. I like them both, but I like the color one even better. But everything was time period. That's the thing.
Right, 20s.
But he was not. It was just like a different take on it. The Spider-Man.
Sure.
Because he wasn't bit or anything like that. He was kind of like a super soldier bullshit that Nazis were doing.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I liked it pretty good. I mean, if people like the multiverse, they're gonna love this right here. It's like a darker side of Spider-Man. That's what it is.
Sure.
I just wish they had more fucking episodes of it.
Well, there might be some forthcoming if it's popular enough.
Because hell, I binge watched all of them in one fucking night. I mean, I couldn't just stop it. I was like, fuck, I gotta keep going.
Shit. My buddy, when Game of Thrones season 4 was out, my buddy lent me the DVDs for the first 3 seasons, and man, I missed a couple of days of work from binging that shit.
You're like, you couldn't put it down, could you?
No.
Dude. I mean, some episodes are like that. Like Netflix has a new Will Ferrell movie or series out.
Yeah.
The Hawk. At first, I thought it was kind of stupid, but then it got going and going. And I watched all 10 episodes in one night when it
Damn.
first came out. I think that was Thursday night I did that.
It's a long fucking night.
I mean, they was only 30 minutes long, so didn't take that
still
long.
though. That's 3 hours.
Yeah. Well, there was nothing else on, but it was kind of a play on Happy Gilmore, but it wasn't.
Oh,
It
I'm
was a
sorry.
little
5
more,
hours. 5 hours.
but-
My bad. Bad man.
but it was a little more raunchy,
Okay.
you know. But the people that had with them is pretty fucking funny. I can't remember their fucking names though. But and I'm not like lately. I'm not a big Will Ferrell fan. You know,
No, neither
like
am
his
I.
latest movies. But this one wasn't too bad. You know,
Yeah, I liked Night at the Roxbury, and I liked his role in Jane Silent Bob Strike Back. There's a couple of things of his that I've liked. Like the first Anchorman was good, but generally, his style doesn't really jive with me too much.
I did like the Ricky Bobby one.
Oh, Talladega Nights.
Yep.
Yeah, I never saw that one.
You never did?
No.
So, but he's one of those actors. Either you like him or you hate him.
Yeah, he likes to play stupid, which is okay, but his stupid is a little too on the nose. You know what I mean? There's not a whole lot of subtlety to it.
Yep. Exactly.
So, but you know, hey, everyone's got a different taste, right? Like I tried to watch Step Brothers, and I watched it once, didn't like it, and I watched it again just to make sure, still didn't like it. Just didn't do it for me.
Oh, sorry, I was reading something, but oh, Natasha, she got some of that ground pork that had been modified from Abu Hills.
Oh, the Alpha Gal pork.
Yeah. She made meatballs and ground turkey with it. Nice.
Sweet.
Shit. I ain't eating that fucking ground pork. I ain't eating that fucking pork again. I mean, I didn't have an Alpha Gal reaction, but I ate when I cooked up that 1 pound of jowl, right?
Yeah.
Fried it up. Couldn't stop eating it. Ate that whole fucking thing.
Sweet.
But I'm telling you, it wrecked my guts all next day. Because I hadn't had anything like that in a while, right? And I didn't get too far from the toilet, put that away.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I was like, man, if I get a rack of ribs and smoke those motherfuckers, I'm gonna eat that whole fucking. I'm gonna be back in the same fucking boat.
Might be worth it.
Yeah, but is it fucking $30 worth it for a rack of ribs?
Yeah, all depends.
I mean, like you know about the ham I fucked up. Remember that? I dropped that fucking ham right when I was gonna put it on the smoker.
Oh, yes, I remember that. Yes.
That was $154 ham. Uh-huh.
That hurts.
I mean, why do you think I'm very careful with how much I spend on that shit.
Yeah. Especially if you're spending another $20 on toilet paper afterward.
Uh-huh. But I'll tell you one thing, that jowl was fucking outstanding. You couldn't, even though it had been modified, right? You couldn't tell the difference in the meat quality. Could not. I mean, it wasn't as fatty as, say, you get off a fucking 300-pound hog, right?
Right.
But fucking tenderness, crispiness was still fucking there. And it made a lot of fucking grease, too.
Good.
Which I did say that motherfucker. I did say that shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Pork fat is good shit, man. You got to keep that shit. That's what I fry.
I know. But every time I go to get their fucking, like their ground sausage or their bacon, right?
Yeah.
They're out immediately. Right there. I'm like, fuck.
Well, they got a small supply at the time, you know? They're probably going to
Oh,
increase
yeah,
that shit quite a bit.
And that's the problem because there ain't enough fucking hogs out there that's been approved for Alpha Gal people. So it's like I said, a small shipment every time they get it.
Yep, supply and demand, man. There ain't just ain't enough to go around right now. But the more they breed them, the more you're gonna get.
Well, it's like I've been trying to get ostrich steaks for the last 3 fucking months, and they're fucking out constantly.
Well, the alpha gal keeps fucking happening to more people. It's more demand.
I know.
It is
As
what
more
it
people
is.
find out where to get the shit from, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, it's nothing worse than someone discovers your fucking secret stash.
Well, it's like, and they stopped selling the emu and ostrich that didn't have no duck fat. They stopped selling that shit.
Really?
Just a pure red meat.
Huh.
I'm like, damn, that's what I used to make my jerky with, assholes. Come on now, fuck.
Right.
I mean, I can make jerky with the duck fat. Don't get me wrong, right?
Sure.
But it's not going. It's still going to rancid a lot sooner. So if you didn't eat it all one day or the first couple of days, right?
Sure. Yeah, first few days you're fine. Yeah.
Which most of the time, that shit's gonna fucking in this house, especially in Rivers here, it's gone within 2 days, guaranteed.
Well, no problem then.
Which I need to make some more jerky because I have been lifting. I've been hitting the Bowflex again, so
good.
And so far, I've not had no fucking pinched nerve yet. So far, so I'll tell you one thing. It still fucks my vertigo up, but I have a couch I can lay down too. When that happens.
Yeah, that helps.
But no, I have been feeling better. That. Been sleeping a hell of a lot better too.
Oh yeah, exercise does wonders for your fucking sleep.
Oh yeah.
Not that I would know lately. I've been being lazy.
Yeah. So you still go to work at the same time, early morning, or you gotta be there at 7?
No, same schedule, 5 to 1:30.
Same schedule, okay.
Which I like. I like 5 to 1:30.
Well, can't beat that though, really, if you like it.
Yep. All right. Well, I'm gonna jump off now. It's about the time as per usual. So I will.
Fucking 8 o'clock here. I gotta get trash out too. Fuck.
So I'll be looking for you. What, next Sunday?
Next Sunday, yeah.
All right, works for me.
Yeah, we got started a little late today, so.
Yeah, that's cool.
On it.
All right. Well, I will see you in a week then.
All right. Till next time, people.